not that one. Definitely not that one. Yo, how is everybody doing? What is up? What is good? This is the first of what I hope to be many group Discord, like Sniper Island sit down Discord discussions. Uh Hopefully we'll get some more people in here as time goes on, but for right now we have Deck, EXO, and of course, if y'all don't know him already, this is Rockstar. One of the diversity hires from, I think, way back from the original channel. If you don't know him, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. We got a few. Hold on, wait. We got Bros in here too. Yo, what's going on? No. We got Eden. We got Eden's in here too. How many people? We got 6 people. Okay, 5 not counting me. I think we're gonna cap it at 5 at a time because we don't want it to get too crowded and too many people talking over each other. But SBS volume number what is it? 98. We're gonna be going over it. Yo, anime culture was going. Anime D culture was going on. Give me 1 second. What the hell is this? I don't see. Oh wait, there it is. We're going to take this and make it smaller. Put that there and drag it up. Yeah, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep this right here. All right. So SBS number 98 dropped, and of course we can always count on the man Arthur, however you want to pronounce it. I don't think I've ever pronounced his name correctly a day in my life. And to anybody who used to be a part of the original channel, yes, I am going to be eating on stream. And before the jokes come out, yes, these are fucking nuggets. You got a problem with it, leave. Oh, fuck you. But SBS number 98, the question corner. Ooh, I apologize if this comes out, if this looks a little small on stream. I'm not 100% on if everybody will be able to see the words on here, but hey, it's the best that I can do. I apologize. Matter of fact, I can make it a little bit better. Bring that over there. All right. Just so we're clear, everybody right here, has everybody gone through and read the SBS already or no? Yeah. Oh damn. Well, goddamn, ain't nobody wait for me. Shit. All right. First off, question 1. I've read this one. This one I absolutely have read. Give me 1 sec, motherfucker. Why the hell did it just enlarge like that? We're gonna close that out. But yeah, I actually have already read question number 1. This shit is stupid. I hate it when SBS questions get wasted on stuff like this because it's literally less than pointless. It's beyond pointless. It's just an introduction. Give me 1 sec. God damn, why is the chat like zooming right now? But yeah, what the hell? Oh, I thought the stream was a little disproportionate. But yeah, Oda Sensei, who would have thought I would have found a UFO in a place like this? The SBS has started. Oda responds, wait, what? Hold up. That just seems like a grade schooler. I got tricked again, damn it. And by an 11-year-old grade schooler this time. Why does Oda always... I don't understand why they always have to waste an SBS question on that. Like, if you want to do an intro, just do a goddamn intro. There's no reason to put it as one of the first questions. Either that or Arthur is just putting it as the first question. It's not really, and that it really is just the opening. Question 2, the reader. Yeah, right. Yeah, in the beginning, it's always like that. But I guess we've come to expect this already from the SBSs, right? Question 2, Oda Sensei, hello. My mom is. Oh my fucking god! Another some other dumb shit. What is this? The Koki Koki Nomi? Oda responds, no, I think that's just showing her the internal organ. What the hell is this? The Oh my god, yeah, nobody. I'm sorry, fan of the series who got his question into the SBS, but no, I'm sorry, nobody gives a fuck about your mom. Nobody gives a fuck about your mom. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was a waste of question. That was a waste of a question. It was a waste of a question. Wait, what is it? No, Koki Koki no Mi translates to job fruit as the fart, as in a fart job. The fetish. Oh hell no, hell no. Okay, again. Why the fuck do we always have to waste questions on stuff like this? It makes no goddamn sense. It makes no goddamn sense. People really submit questions like this just to see what Oda would say. Ask something about One Piece. Y'all ever see that episode of Family Guy when Stewie went to the Star Trek convention and everybody was asking questions that literally had nothing to do with Star Trek and he got pissed? I'm Stewie in this situation. Nobody cares about your mom. Nobody cares about your fart fetish. Ask a question that actually matters. Jesus Christ. Lol, Sasuke Uchi. Ooh. Ooh. I'm a little sussy of your name. He says silver's decked in rocks. I know all three. I know all three their gods. Yo, what's going on, Sasuke? How you been? Good vid. Hey, thank you. Ezekiel. Oh shit, I didn't even see Ezekiel come in. I'm hyped for this SBS. Wait, hold on, give me a second because we've already got like, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, we got 6. Fuck it. Yeah, bring him in. Move to streams. Yep, I pulled Wing in. Last time, Diego, what's going on? Wing, how y'all doing? What's going on? How y'all been? Yo, what's going on, Wing? Yo, Diego, I saw that video, that teaser project that you had posted. That was clean, man. That was clean as hell. It looked good. Ferret and what's his name said, "Why is Bo a trash?" Can we stop? Can we stop? Ferret, I feel like you are falling in line with Ulrich, and Ulrich is not appreciated around here. Okay, if you're in the chat right now, please do not fall in line with Ulrich. Ulrich is on his way to getting banned from everything. Talking that boa slander. We don't appreciate that around here. Question number 3 in the SBS. Oda Sensei, hello. According to my grandma, motherfucker. Jesus Christ. According to my grandma, Yamato's birthday is on November 3rd. Is that so? Well, then I guess it is on November 3rd. Okay. We got Yamato's birthday. But again, why does that matter? I mean, I could it was good in regard if you're only looking at the previous questions. This is the best question so far because we actually got information based on an actual character. But what the fuck? Okay, touche. Touche. The only character who I share a birthday with in One Piece is Thatch, and I like Thatch, but I could have got somebody better. But yeah, I guess it is. I guess it's an okay question. He got to give somebody a birthday. It's just like what was it, Momosagi and Chaton? Somebody made OC characters and now they're fucking canon to the story. Like they showed up. I think Momosagi actually spoke to Garp, didn't she? Yeah, she spoke to Garp. I'd have a I can't remember. I know it was during the Reverie. Yeah, Momosagi. I'd have a fangasm if something like that happened. I have a fan, like my OC character not only gets put into One Piece, but they get put into a movie, an entire like plot line, or not plot line, but an entire event, major event that explains how current admirals are chosen gets integrated into the story, all because I said the name of a character. And not only that, they get put into a movie. They get put into a movie and into the main series, and not even just the main series. They're talking to one of the strongest people in the entire verse. He fought the Pirate King. I'd have a fangasm after that. But hey, I mean, that's just me. Hey, question 3. Okay, I will concede it's a decent question. They got to give a character a birthday, not understanding why they phrased it as my grandma said her birthday is on this, but okay. Question 4. Oda, please draw Law's face when he eats umeboshi? Japanese sour plums, simplified version. Okay. Not okay, I guess you got Oda to do some little fan art. That's kind of cute. Question 5. I'm really, really curious to see what Kid and Killer's first love Shirton, I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce that, looks like. I wonder what kind of face does she have. I bet she's a real cutie. Okay. I mean, okay. I want you to look back at the crush that you had when you were a little kid. Is she the best looking girl you've ever seen? That's bullshit. Bullshit. Cap. Everybody's had a crush. Okay, even Kim Pot. No, okay. I ain't gonna hold you, Kim Pot. No, that's not sad. I had a crush on Kim Possible when I was a kid. I'm still calling cap on that though. Everybody's had a real life girl that they were just infatuated with, even if they didn't like 100% realize it. Everybody's had one. And then that floozy. Wait, what happened? Oh wait, they can't hear y'all. Oh damn! No! Fuck that whole time.
That's why you guys have the stream pulled up.
I do have it pulled up, but I have it muted. When I fucking started the stream, I forgot to unmute chat. Yo, how long has it been? It's been 15 minutes and nobody in the chat was saying anything.
I said something in the chat on my alt.
Thank you.
I had it pulled up on my Xbox and my phone. I was like listening in through 3 different devices. I was like, I don't hear people. And you sounded like a crazy man.
Oh my god.
Oh, now I can hear myself.
Yeah, I just unmuted it because when I have it on the start and zoom screen, I have to mute the desktop audio and my mic audio. So fuck. 15 goddamn minutes. 15 goddamn minutes. Yo, Gone, that is bullshit. There is no way you didn't look at Kim Possible and go, I wish I was wrong. Bullshit. This is why we stand back. He saves the the day. Clutch. Yo, Jack, thank you.
Ron, the real MVP.
You're welcome.
Ron show everybody make it out the friend zone.
I appreciate that, bro. Real shit. Because I really was just sitting here talking to y'all. Like, I probably would have went the entire stream without unmuting y'all. That's some bullshit. But yeah, Kid and Killer, they were in love with the same girl when they were younger. Me and my one of my friends that I've known for it's been like 25 years already. Fuck. Yeah, we had a crush on the same girl at one point. She broke both of our hearts. Fuck that girl. I don't even remember her name. I'm lying. I do.
Fuck that bitch.
I remember. We're not gonna say the B word here. I don't want to get canceled.
No.
Much more famous people have been getting canceled for so much less. So much less. But, all right.
Wait.
What happened?
You can say the F word, but you can't say the B word.
The F word?
That's crazy.
Double standards.
What, fuck? No, because fuck can be used in a variety of different ways. The B word is only referring... No, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
None of that's offensive. Like, the only things that should be slurred are, like, homophobic slurs and racist slurs.
I mean, I say nigga all the time. I've been trying to clean it up, but...
You're African American.
Hey. We are not politically correct here, okay? I am black. I am black, good sir. I am black.
Sorry.
All right. Question 6. Oda Sensei. Hello. Just recently, I used Conqueror's Hockey on my 1-year-old. I don't care. But she just laughed at me. Why is that, Oda? That is because she possesses the qualities of a king. Okay, so Conqueror's Hockey cancels out Conqueror's Hockey. I think we all knew that, right? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I wish we would have gotten a demonstration of that. Ooh, excuse me, a demonstration of that during Marineford to confirm Sengoku's Conqueror's Hockey before we found out like 10 plus years later that he has Conqueror's Hockey. But I'm just gonna chalk it up to Oda didn't have hockey as a like set thing yet, and he didn't know who was going to have Conquerors, especially when it came to the Marines. I didn't like Kim Possible. I had a real anime girl crush. Gone. Stop. If you ain't like Kim Possible, you definitely like Shigo. Silver's like, I'm black. That's big news. Yo. Y'all are wild.
Yeah. In fairness, I didn't have a crush on Kim Possible.
Did you have a crush on Shigo?
I don't know who that is.
Cap.
I didn't watch either of the shows. So
do you know who Bonnie is?
Fun?
Bonnie. Do you know?
Bonnie.
Do you know who Bonnie is? She is in Kim Possible.
Bonnie. No. Like
Monique?
Rockstar. I think I might have to demote you.
Alright, the
Hold
crush
on.
on Misty.
You don't know
from
Bonnie
Pokemon.
Monique. Oh,
Or,
Monique was my girl.
Oh, you know about Monique.
Of course I know about Monique.
Okay, Silvers, I see your coach.
I hated Bonnie. She was pretty, but her personality just made me like, yo, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. She had to go to summer school at the end of this series, and her rich boyfriend just said, yeah, I'm going to be at my mansion. Like, I hated Bonnie.
Oh, God.
I hated
What was the
Bonnie.
other girl name? Kimiko?
You talking about the Asian girl that Ron liked, right? The girl that was at the movie theater?
Yeah, the one that liked Ron.
I forgot. Ziva. Her name was Ziva.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ziva worked at the movie theater. She ended up dating the dude in the wheelchair.
The wheelchair.
Yeah, like he had like a high-tech wheelchair.
Oh, Wade?
No, not Wade. It was a white guy with, I think he had red hair and he had a high-tech wheelchair at the end. I just recently rewatched Kim Possible. It's making me upset that I don't remember his name. Silver,
I forgot his
seriously,
name too. I ain't watched it so long.
Gone. You are about to. I'm cutting mods and demoting people left and right today, bro. You might want to stop. Real shit. Oh wait, hold on. MM Bros got pulled up. All right. Question. Oh wait, yeah, I already did that one. Question 7. Odachi in chapter 977 in the scene after Nami hugs Jinbei. I spotted Sanji biting into a handkerchief while going out of jealousy. Pure-hearted middle school student who wrote about wanting to meet Odachi. Okay. Oh, so Oda just extended the panel? Okay, that's wow. I'm amazed. Well done, on spotting that since it was cut off of the page format, you might have to use your imagination a little. This is Sanji's very well hidden. Good job. Okay. Now, I want to get part of this out of the way right now. The image that is being used when all of the Straw Hats hug Jinbei. I need to move this over a little bit. When all of the Straw Hats are hugging Jinbei when he first gets back. Motherfucker. I really got to zoom in and move it over. This panel right here, let me move the Discord people over a little bit. This panel right here of all of the Straw Hats hugging Jinbei, and people are saying this is foreshadowing of Carrot joining because she is the only non-Straw Hat in this entire thing to be included in here. She is not the only non-Straw Hat in this panel. It's just that the Viz translation cut out the other person to the far right of the panel. The other person in this panel is Wanda. If you read the Spanish translation, that she is still there. So everybody who's using this as evidence that Carrot is joining can eat me. You can eat like 9 dicks. Carrot is not joining the crew. I don't know how the rest of y'all in here feel about it, but
I like it.
Man.
How many people here believe Carrot will be Nakama?
All I'm hearing is
I think there'll be 2 more.
honestly,
Because
Silvers,
I'm sure you know that I dislike completely the Carrot for Nakama thing.
oh yeah, absolutely, bro. I've been keeping up with your channel. I have, and I agree with you 100%. As a matter of fact, Diego, you're the reason that I ended up having to put Wiper in my fan fiction crew. So thanks for that. But yeah, the idea of Carrot going out, and all memes aside, like serious shit. As a matter of fact, let me pull up the face cam.
But yeah, for example, in Spanish One Piece community, there is the idea of this same chapter which shows all these Straw Hats hugging Jinbei, and they say, okay, it's Carrot, so Carrot will be Nakama too. But it's because it's a problem in the page format, because if you read the real volume, you will see that Wanda is here too. So
oh yeah, that's
I mean,
what I meant. That's what I was just talking about. Wanda is in that panel, so and a lot of people are using that as evidence as well, because in the promotional, and like one of the first pieces of promotional art that they have with all of the Straw Hats, including Jinbei, I think it was on a calendar or something. They use the image of all of them hugging Jinbei, and people are using that as, hey, look, Carrot's on this image of all of the Straw Hats. She's joining. But if you look at the sides of the calendars, they have all of the Straw Hats in their individual boxes, and Carrot isn't there. King, oh my God, King Killer is in the goddamn chat. She's joining Silvers? Absolutely not. No, she's not. You know what? I already have a bet going that if Carrot joins, I'm taking 2 weeks off from One Piece. No reading, no interacting with the community, nothing.
What happened on those 2 weeks?
Then I upped it to 4 weeks. That's how confident I am. I'm going to up this bet even more. If Carrot joins, I will take 4 weeks off. No One Piece interaction, no One Piece chapters, and if there's a break in those 4 weeks, then I'm taking 5 weeks off. So I'm taking off 4 chapters. When I come back and do my live reaction for the 4 chapters that I missed, I will wear rabbit ears on stream if Carrot fucking joins. You can,
yes, sir.
You should watch the Foxy movie too when you're at it.
What happened?
Do that to yourself.
You should watch the Foxy movie.
I've already watched it.
Rewatch it. It's painful.
It's okay with the main villain. Cut Foxy out of that, and it would have been a decent special. Cut Foxy out of it, it would have been absolutely decent. And to make it worse, that was the first, I guess you could say, One Piece movie after, what was it, Film Z? Yeah, after Film Z, because after that, Film Gold came out. Yeah, that was the first One Piece, like air quotes, One Piece movie to come out after the long wait after Film Z. They announced a new hour and a half One Piece special. I was hyped, and then the promotional art came out for it, and Foxy was in the background. I will be one of the first people to tell you I enjoyed Long Ring Long Land. People will say, hey, it didn't matter to the series, who cares? That's why I like it, because it was a departure from everything else. That's one of the reasons that I like Sky Piea so much, because it wasn't just up against another group of pirates or marines. We went somewhere that was just fuck off, and we had a treasure hunt. I enjoyed that, just like I enjoyed Long Ring Long Land. But when they announced the first One Piece movie for, I think it was 2 years or 2+ years after Film Z had already came out, and you got Foxy in it, fuck no. No. That shit pissed me off. That shit pissed me off.
Foxy's the best character in all of One Piece, though.
I'm sorry. He needs to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm joking.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, let me put that back over here and pull. Can I just scroll that down? I can't. Okay, so let's go back over to the SBS. The
Question 8.
Question 8. Wow, I'm amazed. Well done. Oh wait, no, that was the fucking response. For some reason they decided to just take the kid's handwriting. If Luffy's gear, what the fuck is 4?
Gear 4
is a thing.
Then will Gear 5 be a thing too?
Oh yeah, this is the one thing in the SBS that I actually do know about. Apparently Oda said this in a joking manner, which I hope there's no more gears, because at this point it's like, why continue to make more gears if all you're going to do with them is, oh wait, shit, why did I just do that? Why continue to make more gears if their only purpose is to invalidate the previous ones? That's like how Gear 3rd and Gear 2nd, they're not irrelevant, but at this point Luffy barely uses them unless he's going up against scrubs. And granted, I understand, Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd are the base level attacks that he needs for the new world, but at the same time, come on, man. Come on. We enhance them. And that's one of the reasons that I loved Red Rock so much. Luffy finally did what I wanted him to do for years, and that was integrate the fire ability that he showcased with Red Hawk into his existing abilities. What the hell was that? Move that over. Full screen that.
Well, he does say that 5G could be a thing, right?
Yeah, he says it in a joking manner, but also, who the fuck calls it 5G? Isn't it G5? I think Oda is making a joke, but at the same time, it might be a real thing, because Oda likes to troll most of these questions. Go ahead.
I thought he was referring to 5G as in 5th gen,
or the cellular network,
yes,
right?
Yeah, cellular network.
I hope so, because I don't want Luffy to get another gear.
He also says G means gear right at the end, so I'm guessing he, using G as in gear.
Yeah, but I want Luffy to enhance what he already has, not just come up with something new. Gear 4 is already a full-on transformation that we know can take different forms and different shapes. So if you make an entirely new gear, you make an entirely new gear and it's pretty much just him condensing his body like a lot of the theories. Rockstar, you good? You alright? You okay? Like,
Yeah.
It's mad static coming through,
Yeah.
but yeah.
No, just.
But yeah, if Luffy just condenses his rubber or something into his body to make himself harder, giggity, then honestly I don't see the point in making it an entirely new gear when he could just call it Gear 4 fucking Rockman or whatever. At this point I don't see the point. I don't see the necessity of an entirely new gear. I think that's my biggest thing. But Oda's exact words were, "Very well, seeing the passion of your handwriting, I feel obligated to include this question just as I received it. So will 5 be a thing?" Again, he's only saying 5. Like he's not saying Gear 5. He's not openly saying Gear 5 will be a thing or Gear 5 will not be a thing. He's just saying 5 and 5G, 4G. Oda can never give a straight answer, and I feel like that's one of his techniques as a writer. It's just him giving trolley answers and being ambiguous about a lot of things just to keep conversation going. And shit, I have to respect it. I absolutely have to respect it because look how long One Piece has been going on. Hell, it's number 3. It's the number 3 comic in the entire world. Will 5 be a thing? Right now, the enemy we have to defeat is a man said to essentially be the world's strongest. Because of that, the world is in an age of transitioning from 4G to 5G. Yeah, he's talking about 4G to 5G, the cellular network. He said the world is in the transitioning stage from 4G to 5G. G means gear, right? He's asking the question, he's pretty much going, oh wait, we're transitioning to 4G to 5G. Wait, gear G means gear, right? So he pretty much just answered the question wrong. He pretty much just answered the question wrong while still answering the question. And
yeah.
He knew his little 4-year-old brain wouldn't understand.
Yeah, right? Hey, $5 super chat from Ezekiel. You slipped the giggity flawlessly. Hey, Ezekiel, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate it. I slipped in.
To be honest, I wouldn't be upset if Oda puts like 2 last years in the series. Like year 5 is like the one who changes Luffy's body, and the last, which is the 6th, is like the awakening, basically, or something like that. The problem with that is like we know like year 4 is not at the peak to defeat Kaido, right? And that's why the Oda is like writing that answer like now this is the world's strongest man. So year 4 is not. It's not like we're going that.
The issue that I have with that, Diego, is that Gear 4 is essentially the gear that is transforming his body. You know, he's using the rubber ability that he has in different ways to counteract or to perform different feats. And at this point, if Luffy does get an awakening, which I think a lot of people can agree, most likely he will, I would be okay if that was Gear 5 or it was integrated into Gear 4 as an enhancement, because Gear 4 is just utilizing his devil fruit in new and creative ways, and giving him an awakening to enhance his best gear. I think that will be way better than just creating an entirely new transformation, because at this point, the gears, in my opinion, are starting to become a lot like the Super Saiyan transformation. Every new transformation is becoming less and less special. Every new gear is becoming less and less special, to the point where just go back. Why couldn't this be a part of the last one? When Super Saiyan 3 first dropped when he fought Majin Buu, I was still in grade school. We lost our shit. We absolutely went crazy. We're not even gonna talk about kindergarten me reacting to Super Saiyan 1. And then GT came out, people got excited about Super Saiyan 4, and now that Super is started introducing all of these new types of Saiyan transformations, it kind of makes no sense. And I feel like that's one of the reasons people really just don't care. People really don't care about
that's the problem. I think the problem is how Oda will handle it, because it's like year 4 came like, okay, Luffy trained with Rayleigh for like 2 years. He learned like a fucking lot, so he got to that year. But now in Wano, we can say that he learned Ryo and like nothing more. So technically, if he gets like a year 5, it will be like disappear like of nowhere.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, I agree and disagree at the same time, simply because Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd almost kind of sort of came out of nowhere, but it was explained. It was explained how he developed them. When he met Aokiji, he realized that, yeah, I need to get stronger, so he started developing like stronger attacks. Yo, Loner, what's going on, man? So he started developing stronger attacks, and I think that's where Gear 3rd was produced. And once he saw CP9 doing the shave technique, that's where he started to develop Gear 2nd. Those were explained away, but at the same time, it almost kind of sort of came out of nowhere, because we didn't see him training it. We didn't see him trying to understand how it worked. But the way Oda kind of balanced it out was making it incomplete. Gear 3rd had a major drawback, and so did Gear 2nd. Gear 2nd exhausted the hell out of Luffy, to the point where they even said, yeah, you're shaving some years off of your life. Like, you're doing a number on your body continuing to use Gear 2nd. And Gear 3rd, after he uses it, he pretty much becomes like the most vulnerable thing in the world. So if Gear 5th, the only way I would accept it is if his awakening pops and he integrates it with Gear 4, and it just works as something completely unique, and he calls it Gear 5, but it's so incomplete that he doesn't really know how to control it, and he's making mistakes left and right with it. And you know, us as the readers start to understand what the potential of it could be, but in the moment, Luffy just absolutely cannot control Gear 5. And I'm not talking about like Chopper Monster Point can't control it. I mean, like when he first ate his devil fruit, he's stretching unwillingly and stuff like that. Something like that for his awakening, and then I would be absolutely okay with Gear 5. But aside from that, it's just like I really don't see the point in a new gear. At this point, I really don't see the necessity for a new gear. Enhance what you already have. Make Gear 4 stronger. Make Gear 4 strong enough to combat Kaido, because you already have Ryo. You have the physical ability to actually hurt him. Hell, your right-hand man Zoro has the physical capability and the technique in order to hurt Kaido. To the point where last chapter, I think, yeah, Zoro was the only attack that both Big Mom and Kaido was looking like, oh shit, that cannot hit me. I'm not gonna let that hit me.
ZKK motherfuckers was eating last chapter.
ZKK people were losing their shit last chapter. They were losing their shit. And I'm here to say...
Zoro.
What happened?
Big Mom was scared of Zoro. I knew you saw it somewhere.
Bro, no.
You know that's what they were saying.
No, alright. Eat my ass. ZKK is no more likely than it was before. I was always an advocate of Zoro getting in a major hit, him reopening Kaido's scar or his wound, or hell, him making an entirely new scar. I'm 100% on board with that. Hell, I had even subscribed to the idea that Zoro is the one to get that final blow on Kaido. So the people of Wano look at it as Zoro is the one who defeated Kaido. He is the one who slayed the dragon. He brought him down. But I do not subscribe to the theory that Zoro is going to end Kaido's life. I don't believe. No.
Me either. I don't believe that. I believe Zoro gonna kill Orochi.
Shit. Zoro was willing to kill Orochi back in the Flower Capital. Why Denjiro stopped him? I have no fucking idea. I guess he was trying to hold up the appearance until the day of the plan, but you could have got rid of an obstacle right then and there. But at the same time,
wouldn't that have made Kaido come to the island?
Yeah, that would have made Kaido move up his plans like exponentially. He would have
the whole arc would have got destroyed right then and there.
Yeah,
he probably even have held the whole, party that he's holding now.
Yeah, he
probably would have canceled that.
Kaido would have came straight out and just gave them all an ultimatum. Join me now, or I'm just about to start raining hell.
I'm killing everybody.
I'm killing everybody. Everybody.
What you mean, everybody, Kaido? Everybody gonna die.
Everybody gonna die.
Even the kids too.
Even the kids, I was feeding them poison food and water, right? Everybody. But my mother, she has Alzheimer's. She gonna die too. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna save her for last, so she'll forget about you, and then you'll die, and then she'll die. But yeah, all right. Let's move back over to the SBS because I feel like we're moving into dark territory. I don't want.
Very dark.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about like people, grandmothers dying and shit. What question were we on? Number 9, right? Yeah.
Gear 5th one.
Oh yeah, we passed the Gear 5th. Otis talking about 4G to 5G cellular plans, and then like, oh wait, G means gear, right? Okay. Question 9. In chapter 978, when Ulti starts ending her sins with Arinsu? Page 1 says, is this another one of your weird trends? But then her speech trend... Wait. But then what was her speaking trend before this one? Why are people asking this? Does it fucking matter? Does it matter? Like, we get it. Ulti's a teenage girl or probably a 20-something-year-old who wants to be a teenager again. And she's just doing trendy shit. But Oda answers, she used to add Gonsu, or a variant of Gozaru, an old form to end sentences. Okay. She's a trend maker. Okay. Question 10. Hey everyone, so I'm a little blunder. I lost the postcard, or was it a letter? A reader sent me, sorry, but it's fine because I remember the contents. It was from a fellow with the pen name Ian-kun. Ian-kun. Wow. Who asked me to take a look at his YouTube channel. Okay, so are you just not gonna like link his channel? It seems he does videos where he crafts One Piece figures. I think I've seen this guy. Is that the wood carver guy? One Piece figures. I thought I recognized one of the figures, and I realized it was because the previously submitted Usopp Pirate Gallery. It's pretty fun. I think some readers have become YouTubers. Hey. So please go give Ian a look. Good luck with the channel. And I have heard they did a collab with Sonata. Yeah. Why can't I say that? I'm not even gonna try it. I'm not gonna risk getting my tongue twisted. That makes my head hurt. But you better off not watching that. Okay.
Excuse me.
What happened?
Page 1, not page 1. Ulti, she seems like that one ghetto girl in the class who be eating hot Cheetos out or what?
Oh my god. Yeah.
She does. How she talks to page 1. She's like, hey.
Okay, I'm looking for this Eon guy and I can't find it.
That question is like, he is spamming his YouTube channel in an SBS? Get on his level, Lord.
I guess I'll find it at some point, though. I'll find it.
Artur linked it in his video for the SBS.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, bet I'll watch that later then. Because if it is the guy that I'm thinking about, then mad props to him. He actually got his YouTube channel like shouted out by Oda himself. That's fucking wild. Question number 11. So I was studying about old mixed baths and heard that back in the day, anytime young women would come in, the grannies would protect them because the perverted bastard Odachi would be approaching. Sheesh, you perverted bastard, always getting into trouble. Anyway, just wanted to let you know I'm changing my residence to a bathhouse. Oh, Sonatachi. That's who it was. Sonatachi. Okay. I think that's actually a running gag in like a lot of anime, isn't it? Like when young women, like if it's a mixed bath, there's always somebody protecting like a group of other people from perverted guys staring at them, like throwing bath pails or brushes and shit at them. Fucking hilarious. I mean, even Oda did the whole peeking gag. Not even just in Wano. Remember back in Alabasta, like they peeked over the wall at Nami. That was the first time Nami ever did a non-physical attack that like KO'd. What was it, like 6 people and a camel? But Oda responded, "Hey, hold up, grannies. You're in the way. I can't get." Okay, Oda's just being a pervert, bro. The goddamn
Keep reading.
Hold up, grannies. You're in the way. I can't get there if you block me. You're stopping me from seeing what I want to see. This is infringing on my rights. I won't stand for it. Ouch. Wait, hold up. Stop with the... Oh my god. Okay, I'm not gonna say that because I know I have my channel set to not for kids, but still not gonna say that.
You love to see it.
Why is an old lady playing with Oda's his meat stick? Why is an old lady playing with Oda's katana?
Katana.
She's torturing his katana. Jesus Christ. Ouch. Stop corrupting the SBS. Sonata. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. Ouch, no, stop. Sonata.
This sounds like a porno. I ain't gonna care.
This sounds like the start to a really bad hentai. And I'm not with it. This rascal has appeared again. Grannies go, nope, not doing that. Not saying that. Ouch. No, not me. Sonata. Okay, yeah, this does sound like a porno. Anyway, yeah, to anyone who has heard about this thinking it was because of perverts, even all the way back in ancient times, people still felt embarrassed about bathing together, so older women made sure the young ones were pretty protected. So, I mean, yeah, unless you were Greek and Roman, I think mixed baths were always like a hot button issue, right? Because I know like Greek, like ancient Rome, mixed baths weren't a thing. Hell, they had orgies in mixed baths. That shit's wrong. Oh, okay. I'm seeing admirals, I'm seeing ranks right here. So I'm just gonna assume this is a question worthwhile. Question number 12. The Marines have admirals, vice admirals, captains, etc. But while I think the fleet admiral is the one at the top, in what order are the others graded? We have this already. Go to the goddamn One Piece wiki. This was in an art book. This was in
we see Silvers. He ranks up some Marines we know in this one. Like a few of them got bumped up.
Oh, so some people got promotions? Okay. Now that you mention it, I think I've explained before how the Navy is structured. Okay, so he actually addresses this. Please see here how they are graded. Fleet Admiral. Okay, so this is an up to date version of it, because last time we got something like this, he actually did have the current, like where they were all currently. Fleet Admiral Sakazuki, aka Akainu, Admirals Kizaru Isho, Kizaru Fujitora, and Green Bull. I find it fucking hilarious that we refer to every admiral by their Japanese name, but when it comes to Green Bull, we just call him Green Bull.
I don't. I call him Ryokugu.
Say again?
I call him Ryokugu.
I just say Green Bull.
Kugu.
Kugyu. I just call him Green Bull. It's easier to say. Vice Admiral Monkey D. Garp, Suru, John Giant, Doberman, Onigumo, Momonga, Yamakaji Strawberry, Bastille, Maynard. Maynard? Oh, wait, yeah. Maynard was the guy who got no-diffed in the hallway by Bart, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Momosagi, Chaton, Smoker, Camille. Who the hell is Camille? Okay, we're going to look that
That
up.
might be a movie.
We're going to look up Camille real quick.
He's the one who appears in the Ace cover story, where he gets in like a marine base.
Yeah, the guy who was talking about like the coffee guy, like
the one who drop coffee.
Okay. Okay, Camille, Rear Admirals Hina and T-Bone. Why Hina is not a Vice Admiral at this point, I don't know.
Same with T-Bone, really. I think it's so they can say they have people in the Rear Admiral position.
I mean, but look at...
Well, she works under Smoker, who is a Vice Admiral. She wouldn't be working under him if she was a Vice Admiral herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Smoker was always
one step ahead of her.
One step ahead of Hina, because when he was back in Alabasta, when he got promoted by like those 2 ranks, she was still a Commodore, right? No,
she was captain.
Lieutenant. No, she was a
captain.
Lieutenant. She was a lieutenant. When Tashigi walked up, I think she called her lieutenant, right? Or did she actually call her?
She was
Captain
a captain.
Hina? Oh, so she did call her Captain Hina. No, or did she just call her Hina? Who cares? Okay. Commodore, brand new. Wait, brand new's a Commodore? I thought he had a special, like some type of special position. Okay.
I think that's one of the updates.
Okay, brand new Yarasugi. I don't know who Yarasugi is. We're going to look him up as well. Yarasugi. Who the hell are you? Oh, this asshole. I don't care. I don't care. Captain rank, Tashigi and Kobe. Okay. I was giving Kobe mad props because I remember when, like, in the chapter when he was revealed to be Sword, they gave, like, it was a translation error saying that he was a rear admiral. And up until recently, I thought Kobe was a rear admiral and Tashigi was still a captain. And I was giving Kobe mad props for that, but no, apparently that was a translation error. Commander, apparently there is nobody in the commander rank. Okay. Lieutenant Commander Helmeppo, full body, former seaman recruit, giggity. Django, former seaman recruit. Lieutenant, nobody. Lieutenant junior grade, ensign, warrant officer.
No one else for.
Okay. Oh damn, it's nobody else from there on down. I mean, what was her name?
Just the extras next.
Yeah, I mean, what was her name back in Shellstown? Back in was it Shellstown where we picked up Zoro, the little girl that fed Zoro? She works for the Marines now. Shouldn't she be considered a chore boy, or is she just a cook at a Marine base?
Probably.
Yeah, she's probably either that or probably just a cook at the Marine base. Whatever. Extras. Sengoku was formerly the Fleet Admiral and is now an Inspector General. Aokiji, former Admiral. Rumor says Aokiji has been in contact with Blackbeard. Everybody in here is of the, like, I think we can all agree that it's most likely that Aokiji is working for Sword, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, right, because I've said it before, the Marines in some shape or form has a finger in every place, that even the places that they're not supposed to be. with the exception of Amazon Lily, because we haven't seen anything out of there. We haven't seen anything world government related out of there. Oh no. They do have somebody in Amazon Lily. They have Hancock. She's a warlord. She's a warlord. That I feel fucking stupid. 1, 2.
She was a warlord.
Yeah, was a warlord.
But now they're invading.
I mean, but at the same, but still, they had or have a finger in pretty much anywhere. Ulrich said, "Silvers, do you play Genshin Impact?" I have it downloaded on my phone and I have it downloaded on my PC, but I have never booted it up. I've never booted it up. I love the character designs in it. I love the gameplay for it, but I've never played it. I've never played Genshin, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. Unless after the stream, I just decide I'm gonna play it. But yeah, the world government has a finger in pretty much everywhere. Even the places that they're like, yeah, we're not supposed to be there, and we are not going to go over there. I was hyped as hell for Wano because they said that this is a land of samurai who are so strong. Even the world government is like, nope, not going over there. Come to find out, CP0 has been here the entire time. So, I mean, and we had X-Drake. We have X-Drake in, excuse me. We have X-Drake in Kaido's crew. We had CP0 inside Wano. We have, what was her name? Stussy in the Underworld Brokers. In Big Mom's crew, did we have anybody in the Marines? Or would you just consider Stussy the plant?
Stussy was there.
Yeah, but she's an underworld broker. She's not like in constant contact with Big Mom unless Big Mom goes through her for a lot of information and shit. So you know, yeah, I'll count Stussy for Big Mom. Yeah, so we had Stussy for Big Mom. I guess at this point we can probably assume that Aokiji is in Blackbeard. So who the hell is infiltrating Shanks? If anyone.
Well, we did see Shanks meet with
Shanks himself.
Shanks himself might be in cahoots with the world government. He's a pirate, but he's trying to maintain order, I guess. But hey, who the fuck knows? Ex-Drake, former rear admiral. Wait, isn't he still a rear admiral? But he's a rear admiral of Sword. Corazon, former commander. Okay. CP0 wasn't in Wano until Dofi fell. CP0, no, the point that I'm trying to make, Farrell, is that CP0 had dealings with Kaido. They went through Doflamingo. They went through Doflamingo, who went through Orochi, who went to Kaido. So it was a chain. It was a paper trail that you had to follow, but technically they did have a finger in Wano. They did have some kind of dealings in Wano. Question 13. All of the officers in Kaido's crew are named after card games, right? Oh yeah, I hate this. I wanted Kaido. I was so hard pressed that Kaido's crew was based off of different types of alcohol, because at that point we've only seen his crew up to Zoe. And turns out there is an alcohol called Sheep's Head, Gin Rummy, Jack Daniels, and I think I googled it, but I think Kaido actually is a type of alcohol. Give me a second. Kaido alcohol. Can't find it right now, but hey, I guess I was wrong. I'm just gonna take that L. Yep, indeed, they're all named after, pretty obviously, but all of the Flying Six, the numbers, and the headliners, only excluding Drake, Apu, and Hawkins, are all named after card games, as well as the K, King, Q, Queen, J, Jack, and 1 to 10 cards. Who's Who? I've never played that game. Black Maria, don't even know about that. I don't even know what the fuck OT is. I don't know what any of these games are except for Texas Hold'em and Old Maid. If I were to list all of them, I'd be filling the entire page. I imagine some of you might go, I've never heard of this one before. Hey, you read my mind. in regards to many of these games, but there are many ways to play cards with all over the world. By the way, in Dressrosa, Doflamingo was called Joker. We already made that connection.
Keep reading that part, dude.
Is a companion of Kaido in the Wano country. He's quite a tricky opponent, so I'm glad we got rid of him in Dressrosa. Note here, Doflamingo is called Nakama. It's unclear if Oda was referring to Doflamingo as an ally or as Kaido's subordinate. I think he was.
Yeah, he was meant to fight in Wano, not in Dressrosa.
Oh yeah, that was something else that I knew about from like part of the SBS leaks.
You got spoiled on it. Okay.
Yeah, I was talking about this with Dritz, Brago, and all of them. We don't know the context in which he was going to take place in the Wano War. So, like, if the original plan that Oda had probably was something completely different, and Doflamingo was taking part in this. But let's just say that Wano played out the exact same way. Who do you think that Doflamingo would be matched up against if he were to come into Wano?
Marco.
Zoro
Marco?
No, not Marco. Not
Marco?
Sanji?
I say Zoro or Sanji.
Sanji or Yamato?
In all honesty,
Sanji or Yamato.
In all honesty, I think it'd make more sense for Law to be up against him. But that's
he's smart enough to see what Yamato was trying to do when she ran away with Momonosuke, and he just cut her off and just fly to her, or Spider-Man to her.
I didn't count Zoro and Law. I didn't count Zoro and Law because I'm imagining like the Supernova is still going to be up there on the roof dealing with Kaido.
Yeah, I'm imagining it. I'm imagining the Doflamingo fight in Wano takes place before the altercation with the Emperors, because I think Doflamingo probably would have been one of the fights to lead up to that. You know, I don't want to make this comparison because I'm not saying that they're equal in strength or close to each other, even though I think a lot of people do. He'd be like a Cracker or a Bluno in terms of the arc. He'd be a lead up to like bigger fights to come, especially if we went to Dressrosa, had a slight altercation with him, and then moved on to Wano.
It's different because I think if Doflamingo could be right now in Wano, as the SBS says, I think, for example, like Big Mom couldn't be here.
Say it again?
Like Big Mom couldn't be here. Like it's last one for another, you know. So in first instance, I think Oda intended to put Doflamingo here, like, you know, as an Kaido's ally, but I think he just messed the things and put Big Mom. So if we take like Doflamingo could be in Wano, I think, for example, Big Mom won't be in this arc because it would completely destroy the power scaling.
If Doflamingo made it here, but like I was saying, if things progress the same way, like Big Mom still does show up. Every altercations still play out the same way. Where would you place Doflamingo in the current state of things? But yeah, I do agree with you. If Doflamingo did show up, Big Mom Oda probably wouldn't have included Big Mom, and hell, her entire crew either. And I'm still of the belief that Big Mom being here was one of the stupidest decisions Oda's ever made.
Yeah. Silvers.
Go ahead.
So if Doflamingo is in Wano, do you see Oda having him using abilities like the Birdcage or Awakening?
That's a difficult question simply because if he does, how does that up the stakes at all? Because we're on a floating island we're essentially in Age of Ultron right now. We have to defeat Ultron before he drops this entire city on before he drops this city out of the sky. If Doflamingo was to use Birdcage on Onogashima as it's floating, it wouldn't change a thing because we're still trapped on this island. It's not like we can leave right now, and even if we could, we don't want to. So I don't think he'd use Birdcage in Wano unless unless this arc is absolutely a million times more. There's a lot more at stake than like Marineford, and we don't have like one climax to the arc but two, because I'm looking at it as Wano and Onogashima as one whole arc instead of like two separate islands. Doflamingo sets up the Birdcage on the mainland of Wano, and we take Doflamingo out there, but give Law way more shine than he got in Dressrosa, because they did Law dirty, especially given the fact that that was supposed to be like his emotional fight. But yeah, the only way that I could see Doflamingo using Awakening or the Birdcage is if he's taken out before we get to Onogashima, especially if things do play out the same way. Doflamingo would have to be handled in Wano before the raid even starts. And hell, that actually could have played out pretty well. Doflamingo being I don't want to say a training dummy for Luffy and crew to get stronger, but a way to test those abilities. I would have liked to see. I think I'm starting to warm up to the idea of like the possibility of what Doflamingo could have done. It seems interesting. I would have gotten behind. I think I could have gotten behind that. Ulrich, you don't need to send me any kind of images of Genshin. I watch people play Genshin all the time. There's a few streamers that I watch who play Genshin after they finish playing Monster Hunter. And it's a gotcha game, but you don't necessarily need to do the gotcha stuff. Like, you don't need to spend real life money, but if you want to max out a character, it's like $10,000. Oh no, I'm sorry, 20. Question number 14. Hello, members of the SBS Disciplinary Committee. Oh, member of the SBS Disciplinary Committee here. I believe that Sanachi's behavior is unacceptable. Anyways, Odachi, I want to eat your kibi dongo. Giggity. Okay. You mean from my cheek? My beard is not that well trimmed. Oda has a beard now? Last time I think the only image of Oda that we have is that weird one of him like just looking off to the side, right? Wait, give me a second, because somebody's adding me. Had to go, sorry, bro, Christian. Hey, Deck, don't worry about it, man. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for coming through, man. But yeah, some dude talking about he wants to eat Oda's kibi dongo. Perverts. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Question 15. Oda Sensei, I have a question. Obviously, those who ate smiles grow horns, right? Then why do pleasures have one horn and gifters have two? So you notice, huh? That's just fashion. It's not enforced, but pleasures are allowed to sport one horn, while gifters are allowed to have two, or so the rules go. Okay, so yeah, that debunks a lot of the bullshit that people were saying before, that all of Kaido's crew have those horns, so Yamato's aren't special. Yeah, that's just outfit. That's just an outfit. It's a mask, or like just fake horns that they put on. We just got the confirmation that, the ones who the pleasurers, the ones who ate the devil fruits and didn't get any abilities, they only get one horn, while the ones who did get the abilities get two. Question number 16. Oh, this is the one that I actually like. Question number 16. Please draw a perv. I'm guessing, yeah. Please draw Sanji at age 40 and 60 in the future, please. I'm counting on you. Very well. I've received many requests about this. Enjoy. Age 40. If things went right, Sanji looks just like this man's mom's. He looks just like his mother, and at age 60, he looks like Zeph. And this is if things went right. Judge needs to get a DNA test. I know they were quintuplets, and Sanji is technically a test tube baby, but Judge might want to get a DNA test. And if Sanji's life went wrong, he went from some fat slob to looking like Judge. That says a lot about Judge. Question number 17. Odachi, I have a question. Really? I never would have guessed. I never would have fucking guessed that you had a question. In chapter 962, Daimyo and vassals, a young Izo can be seen wielding a katana while Kiku is wielding a gun. But currently it is the complete opposite. Is there any reason behind this? Wait, really? I see the gun in the little one's hand, but isn't Kiku supposed to be taller than Izo? I guess not. The gun Kiku was holding was just her brother's gun. Nothing more to it. I'm surprised you spotted it. Okay, yeah, Kiku's on Izo's back, so it makes sense. Here, take the gun. Shoot the people behind us while we're running. They get too close, blow their brains out. Nothing more to it. I'm surprised you spotted that in such a small panel. The two of them had the Bosch father and were forced by depraved adults to entertain them ever since they were small. But if they were poor, wait, give me a second, because this goddamn page. What the hell is wrong with my mouse? If they were poor, they were very close to each other. One of the tricks they used to entertain was sharpshooting, which Izo had a 10 out of 10 flawless precision in. Did Oda just confirm that Izo has Usopp level accuracy? Is Yasop not the greatest sniper in the world? Ooh.
Yes.
That man probably has 15 out of 10 accuracy.
Okay, touche. I mean, I know Yasop and Vista have like some kind of beef going on, whatever that might be. I just look at it as like swords versus guns. Mine, like, guns are better. No, swords are better. Guns, swords, and they fucking hate each other. But I'm not understanding why Yasop and Izo never went toe to toe in that shooting contest. Or hell, they probably did and just had a bunch of fun with it. However, he was never very confident with the sword. As time went by and he ended up on Whitebeard's ship, when he showed off his sharpshooting, Flower Blades Vista told him, you should use that specialty of yours to protect others. So Vista encouraged the way of the gun. Okay. What good is a samurai obviously sticking to a sword if he cannot protect their lord with it? Being a samurai is a way of life after all. So Izo abandoned the sword and picked up a gun. Beautiful. Follow the way of the gun. That's my fucking philosophy. The way of the gun. I find guns way more interesting in shonen manga because most of the time they're tactical fights and not just, hey, I can swing my sword into a Kamehameha. Question number 18. If Zoro, Nami, Usopp, and Frankie were to become ability users, what kind of fruit would they? Oh, okay, we were talking about this in Jay's server too. Zoro would get Kaido's devil fruit, and we're gonna talk about that in a second. Nami would get Enel's devil fruit. That makes sense. Usopp getting the pocket devil fruit to store stuff. That he kind of already has that. This man pulls any and everything out of that bag. Sanji would get the swim fruit. Senior Pink's devil fruit. Frankie would get Baby Five's devil fruit. That makes sense. Let's start with Sanji. Let's start with Sanji's. JD.
Not Zoro's?
No, we're gonna.
Wouldn't that be the clear fruit?
Yeah, Sanji said he wanted the clear fruit to turn invisible. Why Oda chose?
Well, I guess he already has his raid suit now.
Yeah, but they said specifically if they were to get devil fruits, why give Sanji Senior Pink's devil fruit if one, he can already swim? That's the reason that I think Oda gave him the swim fruit, is because Sanji's such a good swimmer. Just give him a swimming devil fruit. But then he loses his
I'm pretty sure he'd use it to swim through walls to like peep on women.
Yeah, that too.
Which is I think what Oda was going for.
Yeah,
he could go invisible and then go through a wall. That's kind of. Weird, but you
I
know.
mean, he could have given Sanji any kind of devil fruit. Any kind of devil fruit. Anything. He could have even just made up a new devil fruit. But he just gave him Senior Pinks.
I don't think he wanted to.
Yeah, he could have gave him the food fruit. The ability to spawn any food out of anything. But I guess Usopp's devil fruit, the pocket fruit, he already has that devil fruit. Honestly, he already has it. Nami, the rumble fruit, makes sense. She likes messing with lightning, but I guess that discredits some people who says, oh, Nami would get the snow fruit. It makes so much sense. Not really. Zoro having the mythical Zoan. First off,
His sword.
Wait, hold on. The fish. First off, Oda confirmed the model of Kaido's devil fruit right here.
Model Azure Dragon.
Yeah, the Azure Dragon. I'd want the sword to turn into a dragon rather than Zoro. I think that it would be insanely cool. A lot of people are taking this. Hold on, let me go back to my goddamn face cam. Let me go back to the face cam. Bam. A lot of people are taking this as confirmation of ZKK. I'm starting to get Oral Jackson flashbacks of people who look at a lot of minor things and go, this is confirmation of X, Y, and Z. Much like when every time Carrot is on screen, or not so much now, but in the golden days of Oral Jackson, every time Carrot was on screen or in panel, no matter what she did, whether she was talking to somebody or whether she was just standing around, like just standing next to Nami or Chopper, they looked at it and said, that is evidence that Carrot is going to join and she is going to do this. How that correlates, I don't know. I feel like
that's true.
I feel like this is just another instance of grasping at straws. Zoro is going to do something to Kaido. Again, he's going to do something to Kaido. He's going to pull off something that makes Kaido look at Zoro in a new light. He's going to get some more he's going to have another flash of PTSD, but it's not going to be Odin. It's going to be the one-eyed samurai. People looking at this and saying, "Hey, Zoro's going to kill Kaido." It just makes no sense to me. Zoro has a sword that scarred a dragon. Zoro had a sword that has killed a dragon. Of course, Oda would give Zoro one of Zoro's swords a dragon devil fruit. The man is being surrounded by dragon slaying mythology. Why not just give him a dragon blade? It just baffles me at some of the reaches that people will go through just to try and push an agenda. And I know I try to push many agendas, and I know even that's a fucking reach. Even I know that's a reach. Question 19. The vassal who taste tests Momonosuke's food in chapter 971 and the vassal who reported Odin's foul deeds to Sukiyaki in chapter 960 are the same person, right? It seems he has been supporting the Kozuki family for generations. When I had realized that, tears started flowing out. Hey, you got a friend in me. I mean, that's a real nigga. That's a real dude. That's somebody you need to keep around.
That's a good solid by Hikuma.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
great observation.
I mean, I didn't notice that shit. I didn't even looking at this picture in the SBS, I actually didn't know who the fuck that was. I looked at him. He has a mustache. I see he's wearing glasses. It looks like old art style Oda. I thought this was somebody back in Logtown trying to scam Usopp into buying something.
I only recognize him because he was in the last episode, like the most recent one.
I haven't watched the
Yeah,
One Piece
I
anime
think
in a
he
minute.
has like purple hair or the same hair as Orochi.
Wait,
Yeah.
really? Oda needs to stop doing this. When he shades a character's hair in the manga, if it has no shading, it's blonde or a
Yep.
very bright color. And then the anime comes out, this person's hair is dark as shit.
Mm.
Like shit. Like Hiyori. In the manga, her hair is colored dark. It's black. Her hair is black. So stands to reason either it was going to be black like Momonosuke's or a type of brown, or hell, maybe even piercing like a red. But
Or a dark blue.
Yeah, or a dark
instead
blue.
Of the sky blue. Instead of the sky blue.
Yeah, instead of the
that
seafoam
she
color.
has.
Instead of the seafoam color, if you were gonna do a seafoam color, you would have shaded it similar to how this guy's hair is. Toko, she has pink hair. I wasn't as surprised about that. Tama wasn't as surprised, but the one that hit me like a really weird way was the Vinsmokes. None of them had any kind of shading on their hair. They all looked somewhat like Sanji. And yet he gave them all these ridiculous ass hair colors. And yeah, he explained it away, but still, come on. It's starting to get confusing to the point where, I mean, and I know hair color is like a real nitpicky thing, but still. He said, yes, that is indeed the same guy. His name is Ganzaboru. He is a samurai that was picked by Sukiyaki in his youth and who is immensely grateful for that. And the last question number 20, I want to ask you a question, leave or life. And of course we end the SBS with a question that gives absolutely like nothing. That's scary, and I don't want to give up my lifespan. I pick leave. I'm leaving. All right, that's all for the SBS. Until next time. And that's it from Oda.
Yep.
Going over it, the only questions that I would overall, I'd say this SBS really didn't like give much. We got Yamato's birthday. We got to see the girl that Kid and Killer was in love with when they were kids.
Year 5, Kaido's fruit.
We got the official model for Kaido's fruit. We have we may have confirmation of a Gear 5 or the possibility of Gear 5. And we found out that one of the original plans for Wano was to include Doflamingo. So yeah, that's about it. Oh, and we got to see Sanji's 40 and 60 drawings. Aside
All
from
people
that,
complaining that Oda just casually revealed Kaido's model, just casually.
yeah, I know a lot of people are. I know a lot of people who are upset that Oda keeps revealing, things that shouldn't be revealed in like SBSs and Beaver cards. They're upset that he keeps revealing stuff in SBSs like that. And
yeah, Marquis said that if he didn't think it was that important, why didn't he just put it in the manga so long ago, since he's had so many chances to so far?
Yeah, we had Big Mom literally say, "I was the one who gave you your fish fruit." Just say the model. I was the one who gave you your dragon fish fruit. Like, you could have worded that any number of ways to include his devil fruit model, but
or they could just put on the generic text box: Kaido, strongest creature with devil fruit. Uwa no Mi model Seiyaru.
Yeah, we used to get that. The Oda boxes used to include the character's devil fruits. Why Oda stopped doing it, I'm not sure. It doesn't build much more suspense. It just leaves us asking more and more questions.
Didn't the Flying Six get those?
The Flying Six did get Oda boxes, but they did not have devil fruits. They didn't have devil fruits in their Oda boxes until I think they
Page 1 and OT, I think, got it.
OT
Right?
did, yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
was after their review. I think that was their second Oda box, because when they were first introduced, they didn't get those. They didn't get the Oda boxes with their devil fruits in them.
All the Toby Rebel.
But like, you know, obviously we clearly see Kaido transforming. I don't think we need to wait any longer to find out, oh, he's a dragon.
Word. And and the model, it's an Azure dragon. A blue dragon, you don't say. Oh my god.
Well, those aren't Azure dragons special in Japan, right? It's like one of the like high deities or something.
Yeah, it's something like that. But
I searched it up. It's one of the dragon gods, the 5 dragon gods or whatever.
The model, the Seiryu dragon, is like in Japanese and Chinese mythology. There is like four beasts. Like one is Shusaku, the red phoenix, Genbu, the black tortoise, what's the one? Seiryu, the blue dragon, and Byakuo, the white tiger. So we have now that Seiryu is in the series, so we can assume that the others re-exist as well, right?
I'd say so.
Where Oda will show them, who knows?
Where he'll show them, or
people
especially
in Spanish One Piece community, they bet for Yamato actually being the one with the Byakuo fruit, the white tiger fruit. I doubt it. I highly doubt it, because it's like in this arc, Oda already showed up a tiger fruit, which is Who's Who. So
we already have
including another tiger fruit,
red phoenix, especially because it's already a mythical too.
If anything, I would go out on a limb and just say that Marco.
Yeah,
Marco the Awakening would be the red phoenix, maybe.
No, I think it's not, because Phoenix and Shusaku, it's not like the same. I mean, you can compare them in that way. Like in terms of mythology, they are different. So I mean, Marco's Phoenix is like very generic. Aside from Shusaku, which is like, you know, it's in this group of 4 bits. So
let me ask you a question, because you seem way more informed on the topic than I am. Is Seiyaru, the Azure Dragon, is the Azure Dragon the same dragon in the mythological story of the koi fish becoming the dragon? Are those the same story?
In that, I don't know that much, but I think we'll know that in Japanese mythology there was like a koi which, you know, climbed the waterfall in order to be a dragon. So I think Oda basically mixed up things and got that koi climbed up the waterfall and added that.
Yeah, because
Seiryu dragon.
Yeah, because there are a lot of people who are taking this as confirmation that, okay, Kaido is a fish, has the fish fruit, and he's the Azure Dragon. So there has to be other fish fruits out there. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think the fruit is just called the fish fruit to pay homage to that specific story. But I don't think, just like the octopus in the bathhouse, they're there to pay homage to that painting, right? To that painting. It's a Japanese painting of like tentacle hentai. And in all honesty, I don't think Kaido's devil fruit is to be looked at any deeper than what it is. It's drawn, like, inspiration is being drawn from these stories. It's not a full-on like one-to-one. Kaido, by every definition of the word, is a dragon. He did not evolve from a fish. He's a full-on blue dragon. I don't believe that he has a fish form that allows him to swim. I don't think that devil fruit exists. The devil fruit.
Well, now that we have the model, I'm pretty sure that's like confirmed, because the models don't usually then it transforms into the regular form
Yeah, and
of the fruit.
even if we do have like the fish fruit model whale, I don't think that if that whale was to jump into the ocean, they would be able to swim.
Yeah.
Because if you create that new category of devil fruit, you're breaking the rules of the established power system that you have. And this late in the story, I really don't think that Oda can afford to break any of the power systems. He can expand on them, but not break them.
That's the reason why I think there will be no water devil fruit. I mean, basically, maybe this is like the nearest thing we have about that water devil fruit.
The closest thing we had to a water devil fruit. The closest thing that we had to a water devil fruit. The closest thing that we had to a water devil fruit was an old One Piece movie with the Bear King. It was someone in that movie named Honey Queen. She had the it wasn't liquid. It was like a liquid fruit. She could transform into a liquid-like substance and travel through pipes and everything, but she could not control water. It wasn't water necessarily.
Yeah.
Agree.
I don't think. Yeah.
Would you like it if it had a great explanation? I don't think we need to over-explain anything at this point. Like, we really don't need to over-explain Kaido's devil fruit. He's a dragon. Let it go. That's it. Khalifa's soap fruit. Soap and liquid are two different things. I think the soap is more like cleanliness and like just clean.
Suds?
Yeah, suds. There we go. I don't think it necessarily has any actual liquid to it. If that makes sense. I don't know.
And wasn't its weakness in the end rain as well?
I guess so. I mean, at the end of the day, water would be the weakness would be the counter to every kind of devil fruit. But yeah, a light rain would probably wash away the suds.
That's what happened in Nami's fight.
Oh yeah,
Khalifa.
Oh yeah, she put some seafoam equals soap. Go, you stupid. But yeah, Nami sprinkled some water on herself and she was absolutely fine. Wait, hold on, because I remember there was a topic in the One Piece chat that somebody brought up that I actually wanted to talk about. Kobe and Drake Crozon. Wait.
Sanji being trash.
The Sanji disrespect. Zoro. Oh my god. Okay. Since the beginning of Onogashima, since the beginning of Wano, we come in. Sanji has a higher bounty than Zoro. He gets his raid suit, bumping him up, making him look good, and I love it. He goes up against Page 1. He doesn't defeat him necessarily, but he accomplishes his goal. He hides his identity and he allows his people to escape, and then he escapes, making Sanji look good. Sanji was looking amazing. And then we get to Onogashima, where Sanji is with Jinbei and Luffy, arguably the two strongest people in the crew right now. Like, whether you regardless of what you believe, Zoro versus Jinbei is right now, doesn't matter. Arguably,
just based on showing.
Yeah. Arguably, Jinbei and Luffy are the two strongest people.
Yeah.
All three of them, observation hockey going. They all hear the exact same thing. Except Sanji filters out all of the men and hears sex noises and goes, hey, fuck this fight. I want to go see those people having sex. Runs off, gets captured by a group of women and put in a situation that we as readers know for a fact he cannot overcome unless he runs, which he can't do because he's tied up by some crazy spider webs. He's ridiculously tied up. So now somebody has to come in to save Sanji, who chances are they're either if it's not Jinbei, it's going to be somebody.
It's Robin.
If it's not if Jinbei doesn't come to save him, it's going to be somebody on a weaker standing in terms of overall power to come save him from a situation that if he just went, my friends, my crew are more important than my bullshit fucking like pride, like my pride and morals. Like, I'll deal with the consequences later. I'm about to smack her up. If he just came to that realization, Sanji could deal with this group with no problem. No problem. Zoro, post-time skip. Monet and Tashigi came to the conclusion he's not going to cut a woman. He's not going to hurt a woman. And they were right. For a moment, he's not going to cut a woman, and he'd rather not cut a woman. But if he has to, he will slice you the fuck up. If Sanji... Go ahead.
Go on. No. I wish Sanji... Like, I don't care about like him like not hating women, because that's fine. But I wish he would get over his obsession with females.
Sanji's ridiculous obsession with females is starting to get kind of like
ridiculous.
Ridiculous isn't even a good enough word at this point. Because one minute he says they need to be cherished, they need to be thought of as like goddesses and treated with love and respect, and next minute he's perving on them. You remember what was the first thing Sanji did when he got off that boat coming from post time skip? He saw women, he started scanning, and he instantly zoomed in on ass and titties. Sanji stopped. And and after that,
that's respectable.
And okay, and
he was dry for 2 years, dude.
Yeah. That I understand. You were on an island full of like cross-dressing men who wanted you for 2 years. You wanted to run away so badly that you started flying. I don't think people understand how incredible of a feat that is. He ran, and his determination to run was so strong that he started fucking flying. So he comes back, and of course, he sees a real woman. Of course, he's gonna lose his shit. But then you
Fishman Island, where he legitimately almost dies, wiped out from the story over a gag. Legitimately almost died. A gag almost killed Sanji, and it has to be taken seriously because he needed to get blood, and it introduced one of the a key plot point. It introduced the story point for like a world building point for Fishman Island. It has to be taken seriously. It's not just a gag that you can go, "Ha, that's funny," and then look away from. No, Sanji almost died. Has anyone here read or watched Black Clover?
I got up to the first introduction of the Black Triad, of the Dark Triad. My bad.
All right. So you know Finral, right?
Yeah.
So I wish Zoro got like a Finral type thing. You know how Finral is kind of like engaged, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was obsessed with women before, and he was like the Brock / Sanji of the group. But then he got engaged. So now he's actively trying to get over his perverted Brock Sanji like self. It's not like going away just all at once, but like he's trying to actively get over that part of himself for his fiance. And Sanji had the perfect moment for that. Pudding was right there.
No, Sanji was
right there.
Sanji had multiple moments. Because remember in Dressrosa, Viola actually fell in love with Sanji. She legitimately fell in love with him. They kissed. She kissed him in the middle of the street just to put on the facade, but still, she actually fell in love with Sanji. And
exactly. Pudding literally, the daughter of a Yonko, who had a terrible childhood, kissed him. That is a perfect formula for, all right, I saved you. I take you out of Yonko's hands. Also, that would be removing the Yonko's ability to read the poneglyphs.
Even if
I could take you out of her hands and just after I'm done with my adventure, I'll come back for you or something like that.
Even if she did take out the kiss part, you got to look at everything Pudding did for Sanji, and he still just looked and he was legitimately on board with marrying her. Yeah, he found out she was a piece of shit, but he got over it. He got over it and realized she was actually a good person. What the hell, Sanji?
Exactly. He had the perfect moment. So and Oda from that point on, because that was like the highest moment for Sanji. From that point on, he could have been like, all right, I need to get over, my womanizing self,
Okay, yeah.
And he could have started going better.
Yeah, I would 100% be on board with that. Him transition.
Like he can still not hit women.
He
can still not hit women. All that.
No, that could actually transition into the point where he actually does hit women, where he actually puts aside all of that. He's in love with Pudding. He's in love with Viola. He's in love with who the fuck ever is giving him that love or giving him the need to not perv on women, and he can still have like little moments of that temptation, but then he pulls back on it. No, my love is still waiting for me back there. And in a fight against a woman, he goes back to what Zeph taught him of don't hit women. Women are precious. They're fragile beings. But there's also a fragile being, one of these women that's in my crew that I need to protect. So, what's more important? The fragile being on my crew or the fragile being trying to fuck me up? I think the person in my crew, and if I don't fight you, you're going to hurt her. So, you put me in an awkward position here.
I'm glad that she said that. I'm sorry, Severus, go ahead.
No, go ahead. That was it.
Okay, so what you just said right there, I'm kind of glad you said that because I get the whole Sanji being captured by Black Maria part, but I would say what kind of irked me more was if you remember before that, and even though this led to a big moment with him saving Momonosuke, when Nami and Carrot were getting chased by Big Mom, Sanji just said he had to stay behind to protect I think he said the prostitutes.
No, he didn't
whoever.
even say he needed to protect them. He just said I need to stay behind, and they instantly knew it was because of the prostitutes. And that by the way, he never found. I could.
Didn't he leave them with Big Mom? Chasing them?
Big Mom was chasing Nami and Carrot.
1 minute we saw all of them together, and then the next time we see Nami and Carrot, they're running from Big Mom. And then they're like, "Wait, where did Sanji go?" He left them before they
with
ran
a
into Big Mom.
Yonko.
No, he left them before they ran into Big Mom.
Oh,
but even
he also left them Usopp and Chopper with Big Mom too. He was like, "Oh, they'll be fine. Make sure you take care of Nami though."
Oh yeah, remember they were inside the Brachio tank. They got Big Mom smacked them away, and then the Brachio tank turned into a pair of legs, and they started running back towards where they were. Chopper said something about Nami and Carrot are being chased by Big Mom, and Usopp was like, "They'll be fine." And I think he had a speech bubble that said some scummy shit like, "Yeah, it's every man for themselves. I'm not going over there. There's an emperor." But even still, what was Usopp and Chopper gonna do in that point? At least we know that Sanji can block an emperor's attack. Remember, him and Luffy blocked one of Big Mom's hits.
Chopper did it too.
Monster Point Chopper, yeah. Okay.
No, he went to the first point. No, he went into the defense point. His guard point.
She went to smack down on Nami, and he went guard point. Okay, yeah. So but at least Usopp and Chopper, when they were separated from the group, they had no choice. Big Mom smacked them away. Sanji willingly stopped, looked at a sign that said "bitches this way," and was like, "I'm gonna go to the bitches. Y'all go do what we came here to do." I think it irks me the most that every time Sanji has disappeared or moved away from the core group, it's because, and look at the situation we're in. We're in enemy territory. That's like if
in a war.
In an all-out war against not one, but 2 emperors that you know
with
are here,
thousands of with a country at stake,
and you're not even.
and you're going after the enemy's hoes, not your hoes, the enemy's hoes.
Yeah, you're going to a brothel in the enemy's, not his town, at his house, in his house, and you're like, I'm gonna go in here real quick.
Like don't get me wrong. I'm not even here saying like Sanji should have like been hitting any of the women. I'm talking about like the fact that like he left his teammates high and dry when he knows like they're in the middle of this big war.
Yeah, and that's what hurts me.
Getting chased by Big Mom, Prometheus, the homies.
Sanji has gotten to the point where unless he does something that puts him, Big Mom has to get knocked down onto the stage where Marco and everyone is, and Sanji has to actively attack Big Mom. That is the only way that I will look at Sanji and go, I forgive you. That's it.
All right. So, I'm seeing this one comment, in your live stream, and it's by Pharaoh Anarchy, and he's saying Sanji doesn't need to hit a woman. Why does everybody ignore the secondary theme in Ine's lobby of fighting opponents? Fuck off.
Wait, hold on. Wait. You said Pharaoh said it? In all honesty, he went to save the girl, not to watch people have sex. He heard sex noises. He heard a woman go, "Oh, master, no, not there." He, and said, "I'm going over there." And again, Sanji is a smart guy. In this situation, if he hears something like that, do you honestly think he wouldn't go, "That's a trap"? No. He would. He should understand that that's a trap. It's just the fact that it was perverted noises that made him go, "I'm going to make my way that way. I'm going to go over there."
Even if it wasn't a trap, he should have gone in with you. If you're the active member in a war, you shouldn't be going into someone's house to have sex with someone. Okay, you shouldn't be going there to attempt to join a threesome.
Okay, look. Look, this is about to sound scummy, but I'm just going based off of history. The only way that would make sense is if you were the absolute dominating force in this war, to where you can just go off and do whatever. In some war movies that I have seen, when soldiers invade a village or anything, and they're just mowing people down, they kick in the door, woman's there. They close the door behind them. People are still being murdered outside, and they do what they want with that woman. And that is because they are the absolute dominating force in that war. Sanji is on the losing side. He is on the side that is coming to invade, and they know our chances of coming out of this are very fucking slim. And he hears horny noises and goes, "Yep, I'm going over there. This is more important than one, saving Momonosuke, helping my team out, and ending this war.
And saving a country, an entire country."
If Sanji is the hero of this entire country, Wano has brothels. They have whorehouses. He can make his way over there if they save the country, and they'll give him whatever the fuck he wants. Anything he wants. But instead, he goes, "There is a 10% chance that this isn't a trap. I like those odds." And he still goes.
Taz Kid Riot says it could have been an ally, assuming he went for his own selfish reasons, as in line with his character as it is. We can't say it was. How did he know? He just heard sex noises.
You can't.
He just thought it was a woman. He didn't assume that it was anyone. He just thought,
he heard a woman
good.
Woman
good.
A woman,
me gold.
He heard a woman making perverted noises. That's it. His observation hockey instantly lets him know that's not one of ours. And even still, the speech bubble said, "Oh, master." Last time I checked, our side didn't have any masters in Onogashima. And even if, how would they be an ally? How would that be an ally? She's calling him master.
Even though I don't even think he knew if it was an ally or an enemy. I just think he heard woman and he went full on caveman.
it was chivalry. Chivalry in this situation, no. Chivalry in this kind of situation, no.
It's dead.
But basically, it's like the gag killing the character every fucking time.
Exactly.
I mean, the problem with Sanji and the woman, it's like when you are a gentleman in the way Sanji is, you look every woman, in like basically a goddess, you know.
Whether they're on your side or not.
I mean, even if it's old, ugly, or whatever. But the thing is, he doesn't fight the women like basically hot characters, as Khalifa, with Violet, Rebecca. So this kind of basically characters that are hot. So that chivalry isn't the way that readers think they are, because if Sanji view every single woman character as the same, they at this point, sure, he would have a fight with more than maybe say 10 characters. I mean, Big Mom was like the exception, because in World Cake Island he clashed with Luffy and Big Mom. So we know that that I don't fight women. It's not exactly like that.
Oh,
he said that he. Hold on, Oda said he blocked her attack.
Gon said,
he can actually block and defend himself.
Hold on, Gon said, bear in mind, Luffy and Jinbei didn't hear the screams, just Sanji. No, they definitely heard it. What they assumed is that Sanji sensed a strong opponent somewhere else. They heard the screams. They just
don't know that.
We know for a fact they definitely heard it. They just didn't filter out that, okay, woman sexy time, I'm going over there. And even if they didn't hear it, they automatically assumed that Sanji heard an opponent that needed to be taken out. Sanji didn't hear Black Maria. He heard girly noises and was like, yeah, I'm leaving.
I don't think we can just assume that Jinbei's observation is like, as good as Sanji's or Luffy's. Luffy's, yeah, we know it's
I'm giving
it's
Jinbei the credit that he deserves. He is a New World veteran of decades.
Decades, yes.
Yeah.
And he's fought on Whitebeard's crew. He's fought against
Big Mom's crew,
and assumably Kaido's crew, seeing as how he was an ally of Whitebeard's. I'd assume that he, at one point or another, has come across many strong people, including the likes of Katakuri. So I'd imagine he
fought Ace for days, yeah.
So I'd assume
like, we know he had observation, but like I'm not assuming it's gonna be on Sanji's like level, because
I don't think you need.
We know Sanji's proficient.
I don't think you need incredible observation hockey in order to hear somebody that's like 2 floors up and a couple yards that way. I think that would be basic.
Yeah, but to like take it out of like everything that's going out, like everything that's going on, filtering shit out, basically.
To filter everything out. I mean,
yeah, to like filter everything out, just pick up like this 1 or 2 things and stuff like that.
Okay,
but like to Taz, to what you were saying is that, I mean, yeah, you're right. Like Sanji said that he heard a woman calling for help, but it's like what everyone is saying is that the fact that he filtered out what caught his attention was the perverted noise.
Yeah, he filtered out everything and heard the, oh no, master, please don't touch me there. And then he just dipped off. Chivalry or not, like that was a pretty dumb move.
War.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the point. I mean, if this would be happening in another arc, but this is a war.
Yeah.
I mean, Onigashima is a war.
This feels
like pretty cheap.
This is the equivalent of if Luffy was in Marineford and just out of nowhere,
and he saw meat,
and
he just went to go eat meat instead of saving Ace.
He saw somebody cooking. He smelled some of the best tasting meat that he's ever smelled in his life coming from the building over there, and he just instantly changed course and ran somewhere else.
Not to mention knowing, I believe it was Sanji who previously stated, but he knew him and Jinbei had to get Luffy to the roof so Luffy will conserve energy because I think Sanji said it himself that Luffy is going to pick a fight with any and everybody on his way to the top.
Yeah, that everybody knew that shit. And with Sanji being one of the smartest people on the crew, for him to just abandon that entire plan that you partially came up with because of sex noises. I'm sorry, Sanji. You lost points, bro. But yeah, all of that. Now take all of that, everything. Sanji was looking good.
Kaz, no. Kaz, stop. No.
Oh, wait, I feel you. When the crew doesn't give into their vices, even now they wouldn't be Straw Hats. You think he wouldn't?
No, the next one.
For meat. Fuck no. He wouldn't have stopped for meat. If Luffy right now. If somebody was standing in front of Luffy and went, Luffy, look, I have meat right here.
Luffy, and his brother's actually getting killed over there?
No, look, if right here, right now, on his way up there, he saw an enemy tempting him with food to come over that way, Luffy would have looked as a gag, would have said, yum, meat, shook his head and went, there are more important things going on right now.
No. What Luffy would have done at this point in the story, he would just sense the meat. He would just stuck his hand out while it was still actively running to his paw.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. Yeah, that's what I was getting to.
He just eat on the way. He wouldn't actively stop to go and get it. Like Sanji, he just keep going.
Luffy would have stopped, looked, his eyes would have turned to meat. He would have gone, I want that. Shook his head. No, there are more important things going on right now. And started running back to what he was doing to get up. But you would have seen his hand stretched out the other way. He would have grabbed the meat, snatched it, not fought that person, and continued moving. And he would have been eating on the way. Or he would have quick gear third elephant gun them while he was still running, grabbed the meat, knocked them out, and kept going. Sanji literally heard sex noises and went in the exact opposite direction of where he was supposed to be going.
He actually stopped trying to achieve his goal. Like he said his goal was to get Luffy to the roof. He just stopped trying to achieve that goal.
And
if Luffy did it, like his goal was to get to the roof. He would not have stopped.
And on top
he
of
just grabbed him and kept on going.
You got to look at the two characters that you're comparing, Taz. Luffy is somebody who absolutely will give into those vices because he's an idiot. Because of the character that he is. Sanji is the type of character that has been built up to be smart, tactical, and fucking he knows what he has to do when he has to do it. This man has disappeared on multiple occasions to go off and do something that has benefited the crew in the long run. If it wasn't for Sanji, we probably would not have gotten out of Enies Lobby. He snuck over.
We went out of Alabasta. Remember, he became Mr. Prince to go and trick Crocodile to save the entire crew. The entire crew. He didn't tell anyone.
This was just him giving into a vice that ultimately got him caught. And now he's running away at a snail's pace because he's tied up.
Again, props to Sanji for pulling off what he did to save Momonosuke. But again, Taz, go back and look at chapter 993. Sanji literally tells Luffy, he stops Luffy from fighting, tells him, save your strength for Kaido. And then Jinbei shows up and he tells Jinbei, keep Luffy from fighting. Because he will fight any and everybody in his way.
He says he wouldn't have left if Jinbei wasn't there, I don't think. I'm calling bullshit.
It doesn't matter either way.
Because
it's bullshit, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it really
does.
He still left. Like you're talking what ifs and maybes when in actuality the fact is he did leave.
Zoro ended up getting lost. How can he control that? What?
Zoro literally has just bad direction, and even in this situation, his bad direction got him closer to the rooftop than Sanji's perversions got him. Sanji's
perversion. He has bad direction in enemy territory.
Sanji's
he doesn't know this
had
building.
him backpedaling. Sanji has a good sense of direction. He was with Jinbei and Luffy, and his gag has him backpedaling and got him caught. Zoro's gag of him getting lost had him avoiding all of his goddamn enemies and up on the same stage as that Queen was. And it took Luffy God knows how long to get up there after running into Yamato, blowing up part of the stage. And Queen stepped out and Zoro was just standing there while Luffy was stretching his arms up. How the fuck did Zoro get up there so fast? It was because of his gag. His gag propelled him forward, whereas Sanji's had him backtracking.
Well, so that gag, he can't control that gag. It's not like,
Yeah, it's not a
it's
willing...
not like he loves getting lost. He just can't control it.
He's not doing it willingly. He just really cannot control the fact that he doesn't know his left from his right. Whereas Sanji, he knows the difference between hearing a woman having an orgasm and a man busting a nut.
Also knowing they have to get up there to get to Kinemon as fast as possible.
Exactly. And back on
I see. When my friends are dying, like 2 floors up in my house, I'm not gonna stop because some random hoe wants to have a drink with me, okay?
And back on the part about Sanji saving Momonosuke, the only reason he was in that situation is because he abandoned technically one of his crew members, a female at that, the main one that he swoons over for a prostitute that he never found. Putting Nami in a more dangerous situation. No one can control
their gag, that's the point.
No one can control their gag?
Whole Cake Island arc?
No one can control
their gag. Do we ignore the whole Cake Island arc? If he could control his gag, first off, he wouldn't have done anything with Pudding, okay? Nothing with Pudding would happen. He would have just followed Pudding, everything was Pudding's directions, every one of them. He would have sat there and watched as Reiju got, just mind controlled and murdered, okay? Because, he would just be like, but Pudding's pretty. Ooh, she wants to kill my sister? I'll let her kill my sister, Okay. That's what he would have done. He couldn't control it.
All right, I feel like we've been fixating on the Sanji stuff a little long, and damn, we already hit the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna keep going. So,
what about Zoro?
Oh yeah, that was the whole basis of this thing. All of that, everything Sanji, he looked good in Whole Cake Island. He was being built up to look even better in the beginning of Wano, and then he started to take a nosedive straight down. Zoro.
Well, no, he had a cool moment with clashing with King, which completely invalidates everything Oda said with him not gonna be as cool as he was in Whole Cake Island ever again. That clash with King was cooler than anything he did in Whole Cake Island.
It's just that Zoro, while you can question his progression of his progression of strength. Was he stronger than
Bullshit, by the way.
His progression of strength. I'm one of the people who don't like the direction that Oda is going with Zoro's progression of becoming the world's greatest swordsman, because every fight,
we barely saw anything.
Most fights that Zoro's going through, it's fights that he has to develop a new technique of becoming the world's greatest swordsman rather than having him fight other swordsmen. And okay, that's one way to do it, but I would much prefer to see Zoro actually fight other swordsmen. So, and ever since he got into the new world, everything has been a cakewalk for Zoro. Everything has been a cakewalk for Zoro. And now
I don't really care about him fighting other swordsmen. I think fighting other people, on higher tiers of strength is good.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah, that's one of the things that I mean.
The cakewalk thing. Yeah, that's the problem. Everything he's having challenge this whole time, and now he's fighting a Yonko.
Zoro,
what?
Depending on how you look at the quote unquote buff that Enma gives Zoro, if you believe it's a buff or not, it's irrelevant. A lot of people look at that in the same way that I look at Madara becoming the Ten Tails in the Naruto War. He is already one of the strongest people on that battlefield. Why the fuck are you upgrading him even further?
I'm fine with him getting a new sword. I'm fine with that, but again, I don't think a new sword should bring him up to fighting Kaido. I'm glad that Oda made it make sense, kind of. With him attacking Kaido's neck with Killer, and them doing 0 damage. Okay, and Kaido being just as I thought. Yeah.
Enma is. I like to look at it.
Enma's
more
carrying him.
I like to look at it in, I guess you could say, RPG video game mechanics, where Shusui was more of a raw damage buff. Enma is more of a stamina buff. Whereas it's more of a stamina buff. Shisui just straight off
progressive stamina buff.
Yeah, a progressive stamina buff. The more you use it, the more it starts to level up. Whereas Shisui, when he got it, it was already maxed out. He already upgraded. He got a fully upgraded sword to where it was maxed out to where the level that he was at, it was giving him a raw attack boost. Post time skip.
Yeah, it was like a level 100 sword, which is like a magic level 50 weapon.
Yeah, Shisui, Enma, it's gradually increasing his stamina, because look at the attack that he did, the Dragon Blaze. That shit, we see literally, and this isn't like the gurgle after he beat Killer. We literally see in this panel, he is huffing. He is pretty much exhausted from that one attack. And this is how I believe that Zoro is going to be taken out of the fight. After that Dragon Blaze, he's out of breath, and then he gets attacked by Big Mom. The attack that he does land on Kaido, it's going to be ridiculously exhausting. It's going to take him, it's going to drain him, but Kaido is going to be wounded. Seriously fucking wounded. It's going to either reopen Odin's scar, or Zoro's going to give him a new scar. I like the new scar idea, because if Kaido doesn't die, I want the world's strongest creature to walk around, to be one of the martyrs that walk around this world telling the story about the one-eyed samurai who scarred the blue dragon. The grass-haired samurai who scarred the Azure Dragon. I want that legend to be told. But
I like that idea, yeah.
But that one attack is going to leave Zoro exhausted and
on the ground, clenching his sword to try and stand up. And if Zoro gets if he gets attacked, that's going to take him out of the fight. I would be 1,000% okay if that's the way Zoro's part in this entire fight happens. That I would be 100% okay with it, because he just got Enma, he's not mastered it, and that's one thing that I do like about Oda. When he gives a character a power up or some type of strength boost, this character is not an instant master of it. Naruto against Pain, he should not have won that fucking fight. I'm sorry, he shouldn't have won that fucking fight. Alright, well, a lot of people were saying that, he would have mastered Enma over like the 2 weeks that they trained for the
hell no
raid. But I agreed. I thought Oda was gonna do it, because I think Oda's a hack at some point of the story. The way he skips around shit and just off-screen shit.
Okay,
but I'm just glad he didn't do that. He said, and when he had the whole with Zoro, where he's like, I need to release more of Enma's power, showing he didn't master and stuff.
Yeah, when he first used Enma, it drained his very muscular arm to the point where it was a shriveled up carcass. He looked like a mummy. It took everything he had just to keep his arm from draining. That 2 weeks was learning to maintain some type of steady control of his hockey drip. Ooh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Some type of control over his hockey that is being transferred into Enma, that's being forced out. That, in my opinion, is
being amplified.
The training was Zoro actually being able to fight with Enma and utilize it to some extent. He has not mastered it. In my opinion, Zoro will not master Enma until
it becomes a Black Blade.
No, not even that. I think he's going to master it before that, but I do think that it's next arc, whether it's a transitional arc, whether it's a smaller arc that does have some type of combat to it, Zoro is going to use something like Little Garden. I mean, not Little Garden. Whiskey Peak. When Zoro fought Baroque Works, he saw that Katetsu is cutting shit it's cutting shit before it's doing more damage than I'm actually allowing it to. I swing it. I don't want to cut too far in, but the fucking sword is so goddamn sharp. I need to practice with it more. I feel like that's going to be something that Zoro is going to go through in the next arc with Enma. And
Yeah.
after
And Gun.
that,
Go on.
second.
Go on.
Oh.
I was gonna talk about what Gun said.
Oh, and
I'll let you finish
after
first.
that, whatever arc comes next, whether it's Elbaf, whether it's a world government altercation, whatever, I feel like after that arc is when Zoro is going to have some sort of mastery over it. Not to the point where he's like the sword, the new Odin, and like he has the sword on his hip, and there's nobody who can challenge him with this sword. No. I think he's going to have some type of mastery of it. He's going to know how to control it, but he's still not going to be the best. I still don't think. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, yeah, there should be no reason why he should master Enma by now because he's only had it for 5 days.
No, we had it for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
they trained 2 weeks.
No, I think because I think it's like 9:54 where they're giving us the countdown to the raid. It's like 9:55 is when he first uses Enma when he slashes the cliff.
Yeah.
And like 9:54, it's telling us that there's like only a week left until the raid starts.
No. It was he got the sword. Then it had the whole montage of them training. With Luffy blasting the tree from a distance away, and Zoro telling Momonosuke about the whole snatch thing. That was like when it was showing like the 2 weeks are going down. And at that point, he already had Enma.
I thought the 2 weeks started when Big Mom and Kaido made their alliance. I thought that was the start of the countdown for the 2 weeks. And when we started the training montage, a week had already passed.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing it right now. It was 9:55 when he slashes the cliff and the Momo snatch stuff.
And so it was the 1 week.
Yeah, 9:54 tells us it's 1 week until the raid. Then
okay.
He gets
okay,
right
so
after.
Yeah. So yeah, he's only had Enma for a goddamn. I thought it was
7 days.
Yeah, he's had it for 7 days. There's no reason that he should. It, in my opinion, it's actually quite baffling. Well, I'm not gonna say baffling. It's actually quite amazing that he has as much control over it as he does now. Because even Kinemon told him, "Yo, no, no, Zoro, I'm telling you this not out of jealousy because that used to belong to my old master." But as a person, as a remnant of old Wano, of the Wano that the world government feared, you should put that down. I was born in a country that once you're born, you are gifted a sword that when you die, it becomes your headstone. Don't touch that sword. And Zoro still has it. Granted, Zoro was trained by a crazy fucking famous clan from Wano, but as far as we know, he is still just some fuck off nobody from the East Blue, which I love that about Zoro. Do not make him from Wano. Do not make Zoro
and
from
Wano. I kind of agree with you with the whole Shisui being better than Enma point, because Enma, I feel like, again, like the whole level scheme, I feel like Enma would be like the level 100 sword, maxed out stat, all of that junk. I have a hard time believing that the sword of this one kind of shogun of Wano would be better than the sword of the sword god.
I mean, but you also got to look at it in terms of grades, and like I said, you got to look at it in terms of weapons from an RPG. It's
like a magic weapon.
They're both on the same grade of sword. They're both of the same grade of sword, but Enma, just because it isn't a black blade, they said when it becomes a black blade, it has the potential to become one of the to move up a rank. We don't know if Shisui was one of the 21, became a black blade and was still part of the 21, or if it was one of the 50, became a black blade and then got upgraded. We just don't know. And on top of it, again, you gotta look at it like an RPG. It just depends on the build that you like. Do you want the magic build or do you want a raw damage build? And
yeah, that's the point. I feel like,
and I agree with y'all too. I like Shisui way better than I like Enma. Enma just seems like, damn,
Enma doesn't even look as cool, dude.
And Enma. No, I like the temper pattern on Enma way better than I like Shisui. I like the green. I like the green blade.
And purple.
Yeah, I like the green. I like the green blade. It looks good. But Shisui, when he first got Shisui and he drew that fucking sword and held it out, and I'm like, "Ooh, black blade with a fucking red. Is that red? Is that blood? Is the sword stained with blood? Ooh." Shisui just gave me a certain vibe, and I'm like, ooh, okay, I'm with it. But yeah, I like Shisui. I like Shisui more because in Monster Hunter, I'm a longsword user, and if anything with a raw like damage buff is instantly for me. I don't like the shit that it's like Zoro got Enma, and that shit said fucking plus 25 magic control, but the more you use it, the more your magic control goes up. No,
It's like EV training in Pokemon.
Fucking thank you. There we go. It's fucking EV training. I hate EV. I hate EV. I hate everything about EV. The different evolutions, the shit you got to go through to fucking evolve the asshole. Fuck EV.
No, not the you mean the Pokemon or like the stats? I'm talking about the stats.
Everything about it. I hate the Pokemon and I hate the stats of that Pokemon.
Oh man.
No, not the stats of the. Okay, so I'm a Pokemon nerd, but I'm not talking about EV. I'm talking about just the letter E and the letter V training. Basically, every Pokemon has EVs on capture. They have no EVs, but when you fight with that Pokemon, depending on the Pokemon or challenges you face, a certain stat of that Pokemon will get leveled up pretty much.
Yeah.
And certain items increase that. So like a power bracelet, if you fight, it would increase the attack.
Yeah, I
so
misheard
Enma
you.
would be like the power anklet or something, and it would increase his stamina the more he fights with it, or hockey control, whatever you want to call it. The more he fights with it, so it would be like EV training over time.
Go and I hate you. I misheard you as Eevee, and then my fucking PTSD of trying to get every evolution of Eevee from like Black and White and all of these other Pokemon games came back, and oh my fucking god. So much of my life was wasted trying to evolve that little asshole. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you understand what I mean, right?
Yeah. As soon as Go said EV, not Eevee, I was, oh, okay. Yeah. I haven't been into Pokemon in a long time. People keep telling me, yo, if you're trying to get back into it, start playing Showdown. You'll understand it like in no time. And I'm like, no. No.
I recommend playing with hockey. Yeah, but either way, but yeah, it's like that basically.
For me, Pokemon is like.
But Shisui would just be like a regular amp. He'd be like one of those amp that just be like, all right, this increases your attack stat just right off the bat, and just nothing else.
All right, but
it'd be a flat increase.
But we're going up on almost 2.5 hours. I just want to round it out. Last conversational topic. Next crew members. I think everybody already knows my stance on
Carrot and Yamato. I'm saying it right now. Carrot and Yamato.
Wow. Ooh.
I want Carrot.
Ooh.
When I don't want Yamato really. I don't really want Yamato. But she's getting like the portrayal that she's gonna join the crew. So I'm like, I might as well throw her in there now. But I'm throwing in the hat. Both of them will join.
Okay, hold on. Let me just start off by saying, end of this arc. I'm just gonna say who I think is going. He said he wants Carrot and doesn't want Yamato. No, EXO, we were okay, bro.
Yamato's too strong. I know you hate Carrot, but
no, I don't hate Carrot. I hate the people who back Carrot. Okay, there's a difference. I don't hate Carrot as a character. I hate the people who back her. The baseless claims people. Okay. End of Wano. I think we already have Jinbei, Momonosuke, Yamato, and at some point I do believe Vivi is coming back. And the reason that I believe and the reason that I think that I'm gonna include Jinbei. The reason that I think these are the last 4 characters to join is simply because the only reason for people to join the crew at this point is for either a story purpose or an overall just strength boost for the crew. Because like many people have pointed out, we're going up against emperor crews, the people who pretty much control the world, and we still haven't even gotten to the people who actually do control the world government. So Jinbei coming in, we don't necessarily need a helmsman. There is no absolute need for a helmsman. It's a nice perk to have.
We've known him for like decades.
Yeah, I'm saying just from a storytelling, from a story standpoint. I think Jinbei joined for an overall strength boost. Yamato is another one who joins for an overall strength boost. Momonosuke, in my opinion, has no standing to rule Wano at this point. When they bowed to him in the prison for all of his bravado and him saying, I want to be the shogun, when he finally had the opportunity to give a command, when they bowed to Momonosuke, he just stood there speechless and had nothing to say. So, and because a Kozuki, in my opinion, has to rule, the only other logical candidate to rule Wano while Momonosuke goes out to become the person his father was, to understand how his father became the person he was and to get stronger, is Hiyori. She's been in Wano the entire time. She knows the plights, the hardships, and the struggles that the people of Wano have been through. She knows how to deal with the assholes of Wano who sell their families just to spend time with a pretty girl. She knows how to repair the country. So that frees up Momonosuke. He can learn swordsmanship from the future world's greatest swordsman, leadership from the future pirate king, and the trait of his family from the only other person in the world who, as of right now, we know can read the poneglyphs, Nico Robin. And with him wanting to open up the borders of the country, him wanting to open up the borders of the country, letting people leave and come as they please to integrate the world into his country, let him become a man of the world. Go out, come back. Whether he's like his father and goes, I'm not gonna be the full-on shogun, but this is my home. I am the protector. I am the Lord Commander of Wano. I think Momonosuke is going out for a story purpose. He is going to be a catalyst for story purpose, and so is Vivi. Last time we saw Vivi in the Reverie, it was in a picture that Aimu was holding, and it was alongside Shirahoshi, an ancient weapon, Luffy, the person who is turning the world upside down, and Blackbeard, a guy with a weird ass body, the only person in the world who has eaten 2 devil fruits and apparently knows more than he is leading on. Why is Vivi in that line with those other 3 people? Not to mention she is from a long lineage of people who were supposed to be celestial dragons, but for some reason or another, after when those 20 families decided we're going to move up to Mary Joie, one of those 20 families, being the Nefertaris, said, no, I'm staying in my kingdom. Why? We don't know. Cobra wanted to ask these questions, and in the newspapers we found out that there was a confirmed death. Someone at the Reverie did actually die, and there was an attempted assassination. I think that confirmed death, especially given the anime, and I don't really like taking the anime as canon, but come on, they lingered on Alabasta and added scenes of the Alabasta reactions to somebody dying in the Reverie way too long. I think Cobra's dead. I think they attempted to kill Vivi because they can't have the next successor of the person that just tried to bring up the topic of the Void Century and the poneglyphs just roaming around, especially if we know she's not on our side. The attempted assassination was Vivi. I think they tried to blame it on Sabo. Sabo got Vivi out of there, or Kuma booped her out, and I think she's making her way to the Straw Hats. Yamato and Jinbei are joining the crew for a overall strength boost for the crew. Going up against the emperors and the world government, they're here to add that extra bit of strength. Whereas Momonosuke and Vivi, they're here as catalysts for plot points that involve the Void Century, not just Nico Robin learning about what happened, but they are learning specific key points about what their family's deeper connection to the Void Century, to the big war and the D clan actually was. Those are the 4 people that I think are joining. Carrot, yes, she has the dream to go out to sea, but that is the base dream for pretty much everybody on the crew. Everybody on the crew's base dream is to go out to sea for one reason or another. It's just later on, it is expanded. And Joker, that is a point on you. You are earning my respect back. Yes, Vivi is already a member of the crew. She is just not with us right now. She is returning to the crew. But Carrot has the base dream of wanting to go out just like everybody else. It's just that in order for me to 100% get on board with Carrot joining, is she has to expand on that. What is the deeper reason for her going out to sea? Nami, I want to go out to sea. Why? To chart a map of the world. Sanji, I want to go out to sea, but I can't. Why do you want to go out to? Why can't you? Because I owe my life to him, and I have to pay him back. Okay, why do you want to go out to sea? Have you ever heard of the All Blue? Usopp, I want to go out to sea. I want to do something. I want to go on amazing adventures. And then we get to Little Garden. He meets the giants. He discovers he wants to be a brave man of the sea, just like the giants were. Zoro, similar, is just he wants to fuck up Mihawk. He wants to beat the shit out of Mihawk. Luffy, I want to go out to sea. I want to be Pirate King. And now we find out there's an even deeper dream that he has. Until Carrot gives that deeper dream, I cannot support it. That is thank you for coming to my goddamn TED Talk. I seriously hope this clears up any confusion. I do not hate Carrot. I hate the people who back her with baseless fucking accusations of has been with the crew for way too long. She has to join. No, the fuck she doesn't. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
All right.
My name has been Omar Fonte.
All right, bro. So you say Yamato is gonna join, but like I would be fine with Yamato joining. Like I'd want her to join if she was introduced like near the start of Wano, or maybe even near like the start of the middle of Wano, you know. But she's joining in Onigashima in the Onigashima raid, and just randomly too. Like it makes sense for her to join because the whole power thing. But like I don't want like just a random powerful member just appear out of nowhere and just join. Like Jinbei, he's been strong for decades, but we've known him since Marineford, since chapter 500. Like I don't want someone joining, like they just appeared chapter 980 something, and they're just already clashing with Gear 2 and mixed with Gear 3 Luffy, just easily.
Okay, let me build off of what I was saying, because I did miss something. I acknowledge that Carrot does have a potential. She does have the potential to join. She has the relationship with the Straw Hats. She has the emotional connection with them. Yamato, she really doesn't have that. She really doesn't have that. Ooh, excuse me. Damn, I got the hiccups. She really doesn't have that. Yamato has a connection. She knows Luffy. She respects Luffy on some ridiculously deeper, like some deep way.
Some ace level shit.
Yeah, some ace level shit. And it's not even, and that's the reason that I'm so passionate about Yamato joining, is because before even meeting him, she already believed in this man's dream on a level that only Ace and Sabo did.
I'd be fine with her joining the Grand Fleet.
and that's another thing. That's another thing. I don't think we're getting any more captains to join the Grand Fleet. The Grand Fleet.
I don't think we're getting new Grand Fleet members either.
We may get more members to join underneath the captains of the Grand Fleet, but I don't think we're getting any more captains in the Grand Fleet. The Grand Fleet.
If any of the captains are here, like if any captains show up, and like recruit her, yeah, sure. But like, I don't think you're just gonna be like, oh, you're the Grand Fleet now. You're gonna work under this dude right here.
The Grand Fleet.
Go find him somewhere in the world.
No, the Grand Fleet they're a tight knit group of people who share a bond that they built together in the battle, in the Battle of Dressrosa. They drank sake together. They went through the whole ceremony. It's the Straw Hats. The Straw Hats have a Grand Fleet, and surrounding the Straw Hats and the Straw Hat Grand Fleet are our allies. Yamato, I don't see her joining underneath anybody in the Grand Fleet. I don't see her as an ally to start her own crew, I think that Yamato is going to join underneath Luffy. What position she'll have on the crew, I don't know. When a character joins the crew because of a strength position, either a position is made up for her or she occupies a position that is vacant, that has already been shown into the story. Nico Robin has the archaeologist position in the crew. No other crew has an archaeologist, and that's simply because Nico Robin serves a story purpose in the crew. She serves a story purpose. Without Robin, we would not be able to read the poneglyphs. We wouldn't be able to find Raftel. We wouldn't be able to get to Raftel. We wouldn't be able to find One Piece. We wouldn't be able to make Luffy the Pirate King. So Robin's position in the crew, a new position was made up for her. Momonosuke, an apprentice. Vivi, another position for story. So whatever it is, whatever position Vivi will occupy, it'll be a position that most likely no other crew in the story has, or she'll occupy a position that is vacant, but it really doesn't matter all that much. Yamato, she's strong enough to be literally anything. She could be, if Zoro is recognized as the official vice captain, she's the combatant crewman. She takes up the combatant crewman role that Zoro had. That in my opinion would make way more sense than her being the logman.
Her doing it, her really being like arguably like stronger than anyone else on the crew, just by clashing with, like Onigashima, Gear 2 plus 3 Luffy. Who managed to hit Kaido with, Red Rock. Just casually clashing with him, dude.
No, Yamato's portrayal has put her somewhere around where Jinbei is.
Yeah. Jinbei and Zoro, like, she's arguably second or third strongest under Luffy. Like, obviously Luffy number 1. She could honestly be either second or third. Sanji's getting whooped by her. I'm sorry, Sanji's getting destroyed.
I mean, Sanji wouldn't even be able to attack her. Like that's just one. But that's why a lot of fan art that do include Luffy with his commanders, it's not the monster trio anymore. It's the Power Four or the Monster Quartet, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's Zoro, Jinbei, Sanji, and Yamato. The only thing that I have against that is the aesthetic. You have two people who are dressed who are like in different outfits. Luffy, traditional pirate, open shirt, scar, shorts, and sandals. And Sanji, just a fancy man. I fucking love the suit. I love Sanji suits. Almost every arc pre-time skip, this man was wearing a different goddamn suit. I loved it. The swag, the drip. Damn, nigga. That's why most of my wardrobe, these clothes behind me, most of these are collared shirts. Sanji is, I legitimately believe that Sanji is one of the reasons that I started wearing collared shirts in my life. And then you have the other three who are just traditional Japanese clothing. Unless if Yamato does join, I think she would start wearing, she'd take up.
She'd get a wardrobe change.
Yeah, she'd get a wardrobe change.
Jinbei, you're okay with just a second place fighter on the crew, just joining just randomly. She's had zero build up. Just one. Hey, I know you, Luffy. Let me on your crew.
one
out of nowhere.
Look, wait, one. Jinbei joined at what some people argue is the peak of his strength. He is at the peak of his strength, and he's flatlining where he is right now. Sanji can still grow and possibly get stronger than Jinbei, which in turn may put him above Yamato as well. So we have again in an RPG, Jinbei and Yamato would be those characters that we recruit that are just strong. And
all right, but we've known Jinbei since again chapter 500. Like, he's not new.
Yeah, I know that. I know that. But at the point that he was new, there were already people calling for him as the next Straw Hat, which nobody can argue he was above Luffy and Zoro. He was above both of them.
Sure.
Which is why it took so goddamn long for him to join. At this point, me personally, I would be upset that if we got Yamato and it was just definitive, no questions asked. she's above Zoro.
Everyone.
She's above
But-
Zoro at most. If she is the second strongest, that's why I'm okay with where Jinbei is right now and where Zoro and Luffy are right now, because Jinbei, he's definitely strong. He could give Luffy and Zoro a run for their money, but by the end of this arc, I feel like they would be able to edge Jinbei out by just a bit, to where the fight would still be an interesting fight, but they would be able to come out on top of it.
Alright, you do, but like again, like I was saying before, like again.
Yamato,
you made the point before that like we're like near, like we're in Yonko level territory now. We're like in the end game, and everybody's going for power perspective. Like, but we've known Jinbei since the Marineford War. Like Luffy was nowhere near this level of strength. Like there was still like a lot of story and power room to grow for everyone. So Jinbei, being introduced then made sense. He doesn't have to join now, but we have a good 1,000 chapters maybe left of the story to go.
Okay,
Yamato's joining
look at it
in the end game. Like we're just
you're arguing.
for her, she only had 300 chapters.
You're
I think there's
arguing,
more.
And she just joined this Ramley.
you're
Just
arguing
already
when
top
she
tier
joined.
strengths.
You're arguing when she was introduced and when she joined. In my opinion, this is the exact same thing as Jinbei. It's just that she was introduced way fucking later. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with Yamato joining where she is now. It's just Sanji needs to be able to progress past Jinbei and Yamato, because like I said, RPG wise, Jinbei and Yamato are those strong characters that we recruited and cannot level up. We don't see the point in leveling them up because they're already the top strongest. The ones that we started the game with, those are the ones that we're going to continue to level up to where now those two strong ones, the Jinbeis and the Yamatos that we recruited, they are now being put below the three strong ones that we started the game with. Jinbei, Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji. Luffy already, I'll put him above Jinbei, and him and Yamato being able to clash with Luffy. Jinbei can clash with Luffy. Jinbei definitely can clash with Luffy. He 100% clashes with Luffy. And I'm okay with that. The only issue is, yes, I do agree with you that Yamato was introduced, and the way Yamato was introduced is she can clash with Luffy in Gear 2nd, and now instantly
And Gear 3rd. Gear 2nd plus 30.
Yeah, and now instantly, right after this arc, if she does join, damn, that escalated pretty fucking quickly. That escalated really quickly. But the fact of the matter is, Sanji can still grow past Yamato, and hell, by the end of this arc, or maybe the end of the next major arc, which I think is Elbaf, I think Sanji is going to be past Yamato, is going to be past Jinbei. That's why I'm okay with someone like Yamato joining. That's why I'm okay with us getting characters joining for the strength boost. That's the reason that I think Yamato and Jinbei joined, is to be that strength boost. They will have character moments, because Oda knows how to do character moments and character progression for the most part. But the main reason that they're here is for us to be able to contend with these world powers. Yamato is washing Sanji. I don't think Sanji can't attack Yamato. So yeah, Yamato's washing Sanji.
No. Even if he could, Yamato would wash Sanji.
Okay. In the hypothetical scenario that Sanji is able to go at her the same way that he went at pretty much anybody that he fought, I don't think it would be a wash. I think that it would be somewhat of a being generous. I'd say a high diff. I say a high diff, and that's me being generous. I don't want to say mid diff, because mid diff makes it sound like, damn, Sanji ain't shit. And as much as I want Sanji to stop being such a piece of shit, I do like him, and I do think that he is worth more than just a mid diff.
A cook.
Yeah, he's more than just a cook. My fan fictions, and hold
No,
on,
dude.
and wait, hold on, because I just realized this is the first. I have not put up my fan fiction crew this entire stream. So yeah, bam.
All
There
right,
it
and
is.
someone else is trying to talk too.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I was about to say, I got about generally the same people that y'all have joining. You might not like this, but I do think Carrot is still a strong possibility.
Hey!
I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I'm not one of the people saying it has to happen. I just think the possibility is still strong.
Oh, okay. So you're
I'm
in the same boat as I am.
it's
You're in the same boat as I am. It's a she has a real possibility. She has a possibility.
Possibility. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. In the case of and I'll just throw this one out because this is just me personal bias. I just want this to happen. Tama, I just want that because Ace is one of my favorite characters.
Oh,
I just want that.
Ace is in my top 3, and okay,
but,
I can understand that. Gon in the chat, Gon is the believer that both Momonosuke and Tama would join.
So
I have my reasons as to why I don't think Tama is going.
So this is part of the reason why I think Yamato is definitely joining.
Okay.
Because I think her and Momo are basically a package deal because I do think Momo will be joining the crew. And I believe it was
good sir.
I believe it was 996 where when Yamato is running with Momo and she tells Momo that he needs to survive because he is the one who will guide the world to the dawn. It's kind of like in-game stuff. It kind of says, okay, Momo is definitely going to be a part of the crew come the end game. And I see Yamato being a big part of that as a reason to continue to protecting Momo when he leaves.
Okay.
Whenever he leaves Wano.
Edens, you had my curiosity. You have my full-fledged attention. I never brought that fucking point up. That Yamato telling Momo, you are going to guide this world into the dawn, and connecting that to Endgame, and then just looking at that entire situation and going, oh yeah, he can guide the world into the dawn, and just have him be off screen in Wano, just fucking off doing whatever until like he needs to become that person to be brought into the dawn. Fuck no. That's fucking stupid. I would much prefer to see Momonosuke becoming like that progression of Momonosuke going from the little shit that he was and gradually growing into somebody who, by the time that he's a grown man, which if he does join, he is definitely going to be the Shanks of Luffy's crew, for him to grow into the man that is similar to what his father was. You know, being the respectable great man that his father left and came back being, rather than just the 5-year-old who was fucking married women. But yeah, Edens, you 100% have my respect for that. I have my own personal reasons. I have my reasons why I don't think Tama's going to join, and it's pretty much the same reason as to why Carrot's not. I think Carrot's not going to join. Is because she wants to go out to sea, but she doesn't really have much motivation outside of I just want to go out to sea.
Right. And I'm not saying that like Tama has like a guaranteed as well, just because of the whole Ace thing. That's just personal bias because Ace is one of my favorite characters. I'm willing to admit that's personal bias.
Bro,
I'm not rooting for that.
Hold on. Are you looking at the stream right now?
Wait.
All right,
what's going on?
When you get a chance, look at the stream, okay? I want you to look right next to Chopper. Look who I have in my fanfiction crew. Look who the fuck is right there. I brought that nigga back to life. I jumped through hoops. I killed off characters to bring that nigga back to life. Sabo had his devil fruit ripped out of his body, and Ace got it back. Sabo has a different devil fruit. Fuck Sabo. In my opinion, Sabo only exists because Ace died. He was introduced after Ace died and was only reintroduced to be alive after Ace's devil fruit came back into play. Sabo only exists to be an Ace without serious issues, without character development.
Like EXO, I understand your reasoning about the whole like when Yamato got introduced. I just feel like with Yamato knowing what she knows and then dropping that line about knowing Momo is going to be a big part of whatever the Dawn is, I just feel like that's going to be a big reason why she joins. just on top of her,
Yeah.
on top of her, like just desperately wanting to go out to sea, like Odin did.
I feel like I would have been more okay with Yamato joining. Like I'm all right with her joining. I just don't want her to. But I think I would have been like more okay with her and more on board if like we had some mention of her like before, like like in Punk Hazard where Kaido was drinking and like talking shit kind of. Like if he would have like like if he would have again like my fucking stupid son, where is he at?
Yeah,
shit now, Joker.
Yeah,
I need Joker too.
That I would be okay with too. If he would have had some kind of offhand mention of a son before we got to Wano, I would have been 1,000% okay with it.
Yeah, doesn't even be anything just like be like, where is my son at? And just
Joker. The reason I have Tashigi on here is one, I like her character, and it's that like is the very reason that I have her up here. It's because of what Oda is, the potential that she had at one point. But in my opinion, Oda dropped the ball on it. Tashigi had in Logtown, when I first got back into One Piece, going through Logtown, when Tashigi came out and just started stating, I want to collect the legendary swords from bad people, I was like, okay, who the fuck asked you that? All right, oh my god,
Tashigi trash.
I'm like, oh my god, she's joining the crew. We could have gotten so much more lore and explanation on the swords of One Piece if Oda didn't drop the ball on Tashigi. Now, every time she shows up, she is literally just a punching bag for the villains. Yeah. And it makes me angry because of like the infinite possibilities that Oda could have taken her.
I mean, with Tashigi, Oda just stays throwing her in fights that she has no chance of winning. I feel like
she has a huge chip on her shoulder.
She's so annoying because of it too.
Johnny and Yosuke, I love Johnny and Yosuke. I think they were hilarious together.
I think Tashiki's annoying because again, she has a huge chip on her shoulder. I see them here. She talks. Okay, she fucks around and she finds out. That's basically it.
Yeah, that's
she fucks around and finds out.
That's one of the reason. That's the reason that I think that Oda dropped the ball when it came, like mostly dropped the ball when it comes to Tashigi. Every time she shows up, she goes after people who she I think she knows has no fucking chance of winning against. Against Zoro in Logtown, okay, y'all two just met. You have no idea who he is. You find out who he is. You believe you have the skill to take him on. Come to find out, no the fuck you don't. Get stronger, go at him. In Alabasta, she knew she couldn't beat Nico Robin. She knows for a fact she couldn't beat her, but her conviction she had no choice but to stand against her. So, and I respect that. And at the end of Alabasta, she even reflected on the fact that I'm fucking weak. There's nothing I could have done, and I let people who I know who I morally know are criminals, but I have no right to arrest them. They saved this country. Tashigi was going in a great direction. Marineford, she identified Yoru from a long distance and gave the stats on this shit. Oh my god, I love you. And then we get the Punk Hazard. Okay, you've been spending time like in the training, you've been in the new world, you have observation and armament hockey. Your armament hockey isn't strong enough to harden black, and apparently your observation hockey is kind of trash because you didn't sense Monet coming up behind you until the very last second. And I was talking to Dritz about this a long time ago, but the fight against Monet, that was a legitimate L. I can't even defend it anymore. You put up a decent fight, and that's me being like real generous, but come on. Against Law, you had no reason going up against him. You can't even say you didn't know his ability. He was a warlord. You had the stats. You have his stats. Smoker even called out to you. Your hockey is not strong enough, and you continue to move forward. And then when you lost, you whined and said, kill me. Bitch, if you don't shut up. And then Law hit her with, the weak don't get to choose how to die. Okay.
Damn straight.
Yeah, that shit hurt. And after that, that's when I started to go, okay, Oda has no plans to do anything with Tashigi. The potential that he had for her. Whatever he wanted to do, he's not doing it.
It's kind of weird because the whole she looks like Kuina stuff. It made you think that's something that she would be more involved, like in the future of the story.
Yeah, Zoro doesn't even care about that anymore. He still gets a little flustered over it, but
Zoro don't even call her by her name. He just call her a copycat.
Yeah, like the only time it even comes into play now, like remember in Alabasta when they ran into each other again, he saw her and he was like, oh shit, gotta get down, can't let her see me. Not because she's a Marine, it's just that she looks so much like Kuina, but acts completely different. He don't want to deal with that. And then when they ran into each other again in Alabasta, that was in a serious situation. She was about to arrest him. He was like, shut the fuck up. No, you got a face of somebody that you shouldn't. Leave me the fuck alone. Come Punk has it. Zoro's developed. He fucking developed. He saw Tashigi. He was like, oh, you're here. And then she passed out. He saved her while they're running. That's when the gag of you look like Kuina comes into play. That's when it comes into play. Outside, but Tashigi, she looked at Shisui and was like, holy shit, that's the legendary sword. Shisui, she could have given stats on everything sword related. That's why I have Tashigi in my fanfic crew. Joker, that's why I have Tashigi in my fanfic crew. Because of the potential that she had, and because I still like her, and that's why it's called fan fiction. That's why it's called fan fiction. Because I can change anything that I want to make sense. Ayn doesn't have that. The film Z-Girl, right here next to Brooke, she don't have that stupid, I can reverse your age by 12 years devil fruit. That shit was dumb. She is a knife and gun fighter, and I love it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Real quick, not to really get off topic, but the part where you guys were still talking about the Yamato stuff and her being too strong.
Yeah, go ahead.
The only point I wanted to add into that was I'm not really against her being as strong as she's portrayed right now.
Yeah.
Only because of what I'm expecting the Blackbeard Pirates to look like by the time we get to that, since we know that they're out there doing the devil fruit hunting stuff.
Yeah, and like I said, Sanji and Zoro can still progress past her at a faster rate. Look at how fast they've progressed before. They definitely can move past Yamato. Yamato is good where she is. You can lock Yamato into the strength that she is right now and not have her get any stronger, and she would already still be enough to contend with somebody on an Emperor's crew. Hell, technically she is on an Emperor's crew, just like Jinbei. He technically was on an Emperor's crew. They can handle themselves. They don't need to get any stronger than they are right now to go up, or hell, they can get a little bit stronger, but Zoro and Sanji, I think, are going to progress past them, not exponentially, but to the point where it's definitive. Yes, Sanji, Zoro are above Jinbei and Yamato. And Luffy,
right.
And Luffy stands atop everybody. He stands atop them whole.
Just because I'm of the opinion right now that a lot of people have questions with the power scaling, at least in terms of the Straw Hats right now. But I'm not really against it, just because I think they need to get as strong as possible, considering that we know at some point they're going up against Blackbeard and his entire crew. And we're to assume that every single member has a devil fruit, Blackbeard himself having 2. And we have no idea how that fight with just him and Luffy are going to go down, because Blackbeard himself is already broken.
Does anybody remember?
And you have
Does anybody remember the old theory of Luffy eating the flame fruit and him having 2 devil fruits? Like
that was so garbage.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Yep. I didn't mean to cut you off like in the middle of your point, but
that theory is old as fuck.
Yeah, like
I mean, it's like maybe in the same timeline, like the theory of Sanji eating the Mera Mera no Mi.
Yeah, that was around the time that people were speculating, okay, Luffy's going to win this tournament. Like before the whole Sabo's gonna show up to Dressrosa thing showed up, it was Sanji's gonna eat it, Frankie's gonna eat it, Nami was gonna eat it, Luffy's gonna have a second devil fruit. Before, I honestly didn't believe or didn't want to believe that Sabo was ever gonna come back. I didn't want him to come back. I
think that had to happen.
I wanted Luffy to keep the Mera Mera no Mi, and they have it on the ship. And people just let the readers fucking forget that they have it. And whatever new crew member that we get, whoever joins, let them eat it. Whoever joins, whoever we build that big of a connection with, let them eat it. Especially
I didn't even consider really think about that, but now that you mentioned it, now that we know what we know about Yamato and all that stuff, it actually would have been cool if that situation did happen with Yamato.
Bro, I already told you my stance on Sabo. I don't think that he was I really don't think that he was necessary, because remember, I don't know if any of y'all remember, but Ace wasn't originally supposed to be Roger's son. Somebody asked Oda that. Oda thought it was a good idea, and then he added it. In all honesty, I think Luffy and Ace were legitimately supposed to be blood related. Those motherfuckers look way too alike to not be blood related. Oda changed up the story a little bit, and things progressed the way it was. I think, and I said this well before we got the Ace flashback, I said depending on the relationship that Yamato had with Ace, she would be a better inheritor of the Mare Nomi than Sabo. Niggas on Twitter ate me up. They said that's cap, that's stupid, you should delete this tweet. No, it is still there. Go back, you can actually go up and find it. Yamato, I think would be a perfect candidate for the Mare Nomi. There's a Fire Emblem character who fucking looks like Yamato, except that she's brown skinned and she uses a mace and her attribute is fucking fire. I love that bitch. But yeah, Yamato, I don't think that she should. Back on the original thing, because I'm tired of going on tangents. I said that I was gonna go for like another half an hour. It's been an hour. But yeah, I don't think Yamato is too strong. I don't think Jinbei is too strong. I do agree with Exo, that Yamato being introduced where she was, given how strong she is, kinda makes me a little uncomfortable. I would have liked to see her like progress in strength a little bit as she's on the crew, but given the fact that we've known Jinbei for a while, and in all honesty, I don't think that he's progressed in strength at all. I think he's still as strong as he was when he fought Ace. Same with Yamato. I think I'm okay with it. I personally think Luffy's crew will be 29 members, including him, like Roger. No. You said
if that happens, Oda literally dead.
Blitziv said that in the Room with No Mics at Discord. 29 members, bro.
29.
Bro, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
Oda literally dies before
26.
that crew is complete.
Not counting Luffy, I have 26 members on my fanfiction crew. 28 because I just added another person on here because my imagination would not stop adding her. So 28 plus another 5, that's 33 people, because those other 5 characters that I have on my fanfiction crew are OC characters that my imagination would not stop adding them. I have 33 characters on here, and I think that's too fucking much. The only reason that I'm able to work it out is because I'm looking at it from the perspective of somebody who actually lives in the One Piece world and not, a storytelling perspective. Being on a large ship with a bunch of people doesn't seem like a crazy thing until you try and put it into a readable, digestible format and give every single one of these characters an appropriate amount of panel time and time to develop them. And given the fact that we're only at, what are we at in terms of crew member count? 10? No, 9, not counting Luffy. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're at 10 if you count Vivi. Count Vivi, not counting Luffy, we're at 10. If you want to count Momonosuke, if you want to count whoever you want, like add 2 more for after this arc, that's 12 people. Then how are we gonna add another another fucking more than a dozen characters before we get to Raftel, unless there's a time skip and we recruit some people off screen and they're just background characters who provide information over time. You know, a lot like the Hidden Leaf Village. We have characters in the background. They're here, but they don't really serve much of a purpose, because Oda did compare the Sunny to the Hidden Leaf Village. And I think it was the interview with Oda and Kishimoto where he compared the Sunny to the Hidden Leaf Village, the Sunny and the Mary. He wanted the Straw Hats to have a home to go back to, but because it was an adventure story, excuse me, but because it was an adventure story, that he can't have them go all the way back to the East Blue every time they finish with, you know, a new arc. So he had a moving home. Vivi is a Straw Hat. I know Vivi is a Straw Hat. I said counting Vivi and not counting Luffy. There's like 13 characters. There's like 13 members. Counting Luffy, that's 14 Straw Hats.
I forgot about Vivi. Yeah, I think Vivi is gonna join whenever they catch the news about whatever happened with Sabo at the Reverie.
Whatever happened at the Reverie, because like I said, I think that Cobra's fucking dead.
Yeah.
I think Cobra's dead. And no, fuck. As much as I don't like to include him, because shit, what the hell? He actually is the pet of the Straw Hats, Karu. If you want to count Karu, then shit, that's another person. That's another character. I don't like adding him, but fuck. Shit, I'm gonna have to make another space on this fanfiction crew. No, I could put him in there with Vivi. I don't give a shit. But alright, it's been 3 hours. Yo, Diego from Last Anime Productions, Eden's EXO, Rockstar, everybody who came through today. I appreciate y'all coming through for the stream. I hope to do some more of these, not just for the one-on-one discussions for, you know, the Sniper Island sit downs. I actually enjoyed this. It wasn't toxic. It wasn't, you know, it was a chill discussion. Again, thank you to Ezekiel for the $5 donation. Play that again. Thank you. Yo, y'all are welcome to join the chapter discussions, any stream that we have. Y'all are welcome to join anytime. Thank you for coming through. I will talk to y'all later. Peace. Oh, shit, we didn't do next arc predictions. Fuck it. Chapters.
Elbaf.
Elbaf. There we go. Elbaf. But
Road chapter 1003 is out.
oh,
by the way,
it's out.
Oh wow!
It's out.
the Raw chapter entitled.
Reaction time.
Oh, the raw chapter. The raw chapter. Okay.
Oh, dang.
I was about to say,
Okay.
fuck, I gotta continue.
And there is a summary in, I think, Pirate King.
Say again.
But yeah, that's all.
If you have the link to the raw chapter, Diego, can you put it in the One Piece spoilers in the One Piece spoiler channel?
2003.
Yep.
Thank you. All right, but thank you, chat, for coming through. Hope to see y'all next time. Chapter's gonna be dropping, pretty soon. Take it easy. See y'all later.